Oh shit! No, that's it on my thing. Let me see
I can't hear the music.
if I
Yeah,
can
I can
hear.
hear myself.
I don't hear it either.
Steph might have to unmute. I can't hear the music.
Yeah, I can hear myself.
Green lights, bitch, I'm on go and I'm never stopping.
Okay, there
I
you go.
want whatever you with. If you got an issue, you know we can solve it. Pull up on hook, bitch, I'm a step. Fuck all that talking, my gang gon' go. But catching your head gets so like an ocean. I see green lights, bitch, I'm on go and I'm never stopping. Bitch, I'm on go, I'm a beast, I'm hungry as fuck, so I had to eat. Get on my ass and get on my feet. I love my dog, she call me D, so much in my mind I can't even see. Bitch, dressing my sister, come on my new read. Never thought she was gon' judge me. She not a bitch, she claim to be. I wanted us to win, but she was all for herself. Me the only one hurt, bitch. You never asked how I felt. So many tears, all they baggy. So I grabbed my finger belt. Water on me, Michael Phelps. I said to some I'll make it melt. All these diamonds on me got me shining. I'm blowing up so fade at perfect time. All these diamonds on me got me shining. I'm blowing up so fade at perfect time.
She be a bitch like water. She wouldn't play my faucet. She doing it so that I toss it. She twerking that ass and I lost it. Mama said I ain't living right. Daddy said I ain't living right. Your bitch gave me spilling night. I fuck that bitch all through the night. Yeah, my wrist is dripping. Pussy ass niggas is snitching. Broke ass niggas is bitch. Get that nigga slipping. Roll it like it's bitch. I might get your bitch. Have her dripping like it's fizzy. I'm like John Cena. Yeah, these haters can't see me. These niggas always dissing, cause they all wanna beat me. See, listen, I'ma hit you with a fucking 2 to 3 stick clip. I got the chopper, let it sing like the diamonds all up on me.
All these diamonds on me got me shining. I'm blowing up so fade at perfect time. All these diamonds on me got me shining. I'm blowing up so fade at perfect time.
Here's a lesson in big wireless.
Hey, we here.
Hey, everybody.
Salute.
Welcome.
Hey, everybody.
Alrighty. Got that down. All right, let's see who we have with us tonight. Oh, goodness. This is like loading slow. All right. There's Miss Erica. All righty. Welcome, everybody.
Hey, welcome.
We're live on this Tuesday, Entanglement Tuesday. We are talking about relationships tonight. So I want to do like the shout outs for people in the chat. Can anyone see that?
Yep. So what's up, Tony C? Rep Milwaukee's in the building. We got Dribbles in the building. CCP in the building. IBA, unfortunately, in the building. Hot Dog. My sis Andrea. Everybody, welcome my sis Andrea Quarles. She is new to the chat, but she'll be pretty sure a regular. T. Marsh, Jeremiah, Danny, Nicole, Helen Lace is in the building. We got Right School, G. Lloyd. Who else is in here? Who else? Dallison, if I didn't say your name, you are here. I think that is it. Oh, Anthony Turner.
We got Word. We got Goat. You said Mel's here.
Yep.
Hop. What's up? Dribbles.
If I missed
people in the building. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
Oh, Gerard Lloyd. Hello, Gerard.
Lloyd.
All right, y'all. Welcome.
Welcome. Wait, LaShawn, you gotta save your token welcome speech. Come on in. Grab a seat.
Come on in, grab a seat, hit that thumbs up, turn that subscribe button gray if you have not, and let's get this popping.
Yep. Let's share that. Y'all can share. All
Share
right.
that link,
Yep.
share the live, share the channel.
Share it all.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
All right, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Tell a friend.
All right, ladies, how we doing this lovely Tuesday?
My ass was sick as hell. I got my first COVID shot yesterday and woke up with every damn going side symptom that they possibly had.
Yeah.
It's been a rough day with me, but the Lord woke me up today.
Amen.
So. What's up to the trap? Beyonce, welcome in.
Yes, I'm tired today. I've been back at work or whatever, so it's kind of starting to affect my body. But I took a nap before this, so hopefully I got some energy. I'm here.
Yeah, I just got back from volleyball practice. This will be hopefully my last year of coaching. My girls are on the same team, so next year they will not be, but I gotta be done.
Are you saying that they're not going to be on volleyball next year?
No, they can be on volleyball next year. I'm just gonna be in the stands. Because they do like a league through the school, but it's like first through sixth graders. So like they have first and second graders on a team, third and fourth, and then fifth and sixth. Well, my girls are on fifth and sixth, so they're able to be on the same team with me coaching. But next year, if my oldest wanted to try out, she would be on the middle school team, on like the seventh grade team. So
yeah, shout out to the middle school. I see you have a middle schooler.
I know. I wanted to cry all day. I just wanted to cry.
I remember when you were saying that.
She a big girl now. She a big girl.
I know.
Now.
I was like, where has the time?
I said, oh, Stephanie got a big girl.
I know.
Now.
I was like, I was holding on to those elementary years. I was waiting.
Right.
They're a thing of the past. That my daughter going to sixth grade too.
No.
Well, my son is in 10th grade. He got 2 more years. My daughter just moved to Texas, and after 25, almost 26 years of being home, so it's sad to let them go. You know?
Yeah.
But that's what we raise them to do.
I joke about it all the time about like, oh, I can't wait for y'all to get out, but like I'm gonna cry. Like those are my babies. Those are my ride or dies. Like it's been just the 3 of us. Like,
Yeah. You'll get over it after about a week or so.
After about a week, yeah.
Like, but yeah, how you been, Miss Erica? What you been up to?
Well, you guys already know. I'm just getting home from work.
I was work today, sis.
First of all, like multiple issues with notaries fucking shit up to where I had to, be calling them and having them read, go out and pick stuff and do all of that kind of stuff just so I can get my shit recorded and and all that kind of stuff. But that was a trial today, dealing with that. Plus, I mean, right now real estate is, booming. There's a lot of movement, with the interest rates and stuff like that. So there's a lot of refis going on right now. So like it's nonstop for me. I'm completely like swamped and busy. And then you guys already know because I told you guys, but I got that call, impromptu call, with my daughter's dog being sick. So had to kind of like deal with that whole situation in the middle of, dealing with work and all of that kind of shit. And then, but it worked out because I ended up leaving work early, you know what I mean? Because I thought I had to go, deal with Conaway and stuff like that. But I told you guys already, I already got that worked out. So I'm here. So, but other than that, I'm just trying to, talks from a long day at work and just try to get relaxed and chill with you guys.
Yeah.
And I took out the garbage when I first came home, and there was a fly somewhere in the house because I had left the door open up. So other than that, I'm Gucci.
Oh yeah, I killed this like huge spider last night. Like after we got off our StreamYard, like it was just crawling like above my oven, and I was like, "What in the world?" Like this rain is bringing out so many bugs, and I was like, I don't do bugs, so
And so
Right.
this storm hit bad last night.
yeah,
This
here
storm
too.
hit bad last night, girl.
We had
My
a
trees made it through the storm though. It made it through.
Yeah, I
yeah,
can't. But I see. I'm like you, Steph. I cannot go to sleep like with anything. So like, best believe that file will be dead or before I even go to bed
Yeah,
tonight.
them
Wherever it
my
is, it's gonna
son
be
came in
dead.
and said was a lot of spiders outside the house. So I'm thinking them black widows must have came out with the rain or whatever.
Yeah.
What I call it, exterminator.
Tony C, where Tay at?
Where Ted, Tony C,
He
what's
was in
up?
here under the trap.
I thought you said the trial was in here.
He is. He right here.
He is. He in here.
Yeah, they just calling people.
Where you at? Okay.
Right.
Well, okay. Did we do the whole upgrade thing? We only got 2 people yet.
No, I didn't get to do it yet. So
Okay,
Two people.
that's cool. That's cool because we're gonna have some discussion tonight, and I want to see who's bold enough to come up here and join the panel.
Yeah.
Be a part of this discussion tonight.
No bugs. No one left the window open. I just rain in here, so they crawling through whatever crack they can crawl into. But yeah, so our discussion today, Entanglement Tuesday, is the topic. We're talking about relationships. So we do have some questions. We have some questions for some fellas. So if there is any guys that want to come up,
exactly. Let's get into it.
When we get into these questions, we definitely need at least 1 or 2 males up to talk about this and answer it from your guys' point of view, because us ladies have our point of views for everything. So I'm gonna start it off with just a soft question for my ladies. It's like, so why do you guys think that dating is such a foreign concept within our like generation now? Like why, like where do you think that started, and like why do you think that started?
So, want to go ahead, Drew?
Sure. So what I think might be going on is the whole Netflix and chill culture. So it's kind of like sneaky, like let's just link or come to your house and chill and not really go out and not, have fun or do stuff, So I think maybe that might have something to do with dating kind of being kind of sketch these days. And by dating, I mean like, hey, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? What you doing Friday? I made plans. Okay, I'll clear my schedule and we go out. We do something. That's dating. That's a date. Not you coming to the crib, we kicking, and then we get into it, we have sex, and then that's not a date. Like, right. It's not a date. I'm not clearing my schedule. I'm not finding a babysitter for you to come over and just chill at my house. Like, that's not happening. So I don't know. Just a lot of
wait. It's not a date, okay? But if there's food being ordered, right? Would you consider that being a date?
Okay, so it's not a first date. Let me say it's not a first, second, or third date. Now, if we, into it, give it, after a couple outside dates, I'm gonna order some food. Let's watch this movie. Okay, maybe later, but not right off the rip. Not right off the bat.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like later.
And Fred had a great question. She wanted us to define our generation.
I wouldn't say. I mean, okay, you could take out generation out of that equation, but just in this day and age, like why do you guys think dating is such a foreign concept? Like it doesn't have to be our generation because we all come from different generations. So me and Zoo are kind of on the same generation. age area. I mean, that depends on how you guys determine it. I get labeled a millennial, and I hate that because I don't feel like I am one. But just in general, like, why do you ladies think that dating is a foreign concept, and why do you think like guys are not asking, or they're not expecting like us to want to go on a date?
In my opinion, I think it's probably
They just want to jump in the bed and jump
a
out.
variety of things. I think that some women make it easy, you know what I mean, to just do that, and so it's become the norm. You know what I mean? They accept it, and the more people that are accepted of that, obviously, it's going to continue. So, if they don't see, if a guy says, okay, well, I don't see one person having a problem with it, this person doesn't have problems with it, you do, that could be like, well, why do I have to deal with this when I can deal with that? You know what I mean? So I think that's one thing that it has made it what it is as well. It depends on how long we're going to go back, because we also can factor in within the last year and a half, we've all been dealing with this whole pandemic situation. And a lot has been moved to where people don't want to go out as much. And so it's become like, well, what can we do together indoors kind of a situation. And then lastly, I would probably say that some men are just basically cheap. I'm saying some men are basically cheap. And what I mean by cheap, and what I'm saying by cheap, I don't mean like frugal. Okay, being frugal is one thing, but when I say cheap, I mean like they're gonna do the minimum. You know what I mean? For the maximum, for whatever they can get. You know what I mean? And that's just how they move. You know what I mean? Like if they can get a girl to come over, chill with them for a few hours, possibly some shit go down, or have a girl, or go over to a girl's house, possibly have some shit go down, and not pay anything for it. I mean, they're up. So it's like, to them, it's a win-win. You see what I'm saying? In their eyes, they're looking like they gave something to the female. They didn't have to spend anything to get it, yet they still got satisfied. So it's a win-win. In their eyes, they're looking at it like a win-win situation. When, from a female's perspective, depending on who that particular female is, because some females, that's all they want. You know what I mean? So they're cool with that. But for those that are probably wanting or expecting more, after that whole situation occurs and situation goes down, they're probably thinking like, damn, like, fuck, like, I just did all of this, but this nigga ain't doing shit for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing coming back from what I'm doing. So I mean, it just, honestly, I as far as like this day and age, I keep getting these notifications that's come to fucking phone.
So, all right. So,
yeah.
Thinking about us as women, do you think that we need to hold ourselves more accountable for allowing some men to do this? Okay, so here goes a man. Yo, what's up, shorty? And what's going on? Oh, I'm just trying to come to the crib. What's good? I mean, I don't know. Come on. Okay, come over. Like, we gotta hold ourselves accountable too. Like, we can only do
exactly.
What you do. So
exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
so it's not men probably will lowball first, but if you said, we gotta set the standards a little bit higher, they either gonna reach or they just gonna stay. If they not reaching, then you don't stay down there. So we can't say all men are cheap, because what a man may not do for you, he might do for somebody else. He might be like, oh, she looked easy. You know, I heard that she let the last motherfucker do it, so
Exactly.
I'm trying.
Exactly.
So if you let it slide, then of course he gonna
1,000. I'm with you
mean,
right there. 1,000%. I agree. 100.
Right. So yeah, because I seen, you know, a man treat one woman one way, but then get the other woman the world. So it's kind of like they, you know, they do whatever for whoever they really feeling.
Bring it up here, Tay, if you got something to say. I see you in the chat.
All right, so no, money doesn't always have to be involved in the day. Okay, so for example, and I'm, you know,
no, like for me, I would say I do feel like COVID did play a part in like this last year or so, like people going on dates, because you know everything was closed down, people were lonely. If you was in a house and it's just like you and your kids,
No, Danny, it doesn't.
Like you know, then of course like you might drop your standards a little bit more to get some kind of attention or someone, you know, over whatever. But I mean, for me, I do feel like guys don't want to like put out the money or even like the effort to like actually plan a date, to actually do something with someone. So like they'll ask you like, oh, well, what do you want to do? Like, oh, I want to see you. Okay. They come pick you up and then they're like, well, where do you want to go to eat?
Okay, let me ask you this.
You ask
like
me,
Danny,
so I'm gonna need you to plan it.
Right. Okay. So let me ask you this, Steph, because Danny made a valid point, and I agree with her. And what I'm trying to say is that no, it doesn't. So say like you're saying that a guy plans a date, right?
Yeah.
So in his own house, right, his own, you know, abode or whatever, he already has a bottle of wine. He already has some type of fruit or whatever in his house. You know, he knows how to cook, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he cooks a meal, right? A lunch or whatever, packs some fruit, some cracker, whatever, some shit, cheese, whatever, you know, and brings his little bottle of wine. Okay. Takes you out, right? To either when a picnic. When I'm saying a picnic, it could be a picnic in a fucking park. It could be a something on the fucking beach. It could be something on a one of those lookout kind of like points, you know, like, you know, whatever you can see, like a hill or something. You can sit on the car, you know, and eat and do your shit. None of that shit costs money, right? These are all things somebody has within their house, right? So no, a date does not have to cost money. You can have a really nice date, a bomb ass date, and not spend a dime. Use what you have in your house. Okay, be creative.
Yeah. Oh no.
But what she's saying is taking the effort and the time to, you know, be thoughtful, plan some shit.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree. I don't feel like a date has to cost money. I mean, like people like make it seem like you could do a picnic. You could go and sit out on a picnic. You could plan, go, you know, get you know, like do a picnic. Like my best friend, her husband, for her birthday, like he did a scavenger hunt. The only thing that, I mean, it cost a little bit of money, but a lot of the stuff he did was like free. They went to a museum on Sunday that's in town that has free admission. They went to downtown. They did a picnic at the park that they was playing music. So he looked that up, and then we went out. And then at the end, like all of her friends got together to meet up with her. But I'm saying like it literally was just the time and the effort that he planned for her. But it was an all day date for her. But like I said, it didn't cost them very much. Like he paid for the food for the picnic, but going to the museum and walking around and seeing the art, that was free. Sitting at the park watching movies listening to the music, that was free. So I will say that all dates don't involve money. It just takes you a little bit of more effort and a little bit more of creativity to get your mind working and finding stuff that you could do for free. Everyone got access to a smartphone and Google now. So
right. So Steph, going off of what you said, effort is really what I'm not gonna say all, but some women just want for you to show effort. So in the chat they were saying like why women don't plan dates. We do plan dates. I can only speak for myself. I plan dates and I plan really good dates. But it's like
we got it. Go ahead. Someone's calling us.
Go ahead.
We look for effort. We look for effort. It's not all about
Mr. Bachelor for a few more days.
What's up, Ron Swag?
It's over for me.
What's up, Ron?
Hello, Ron.
What's going on?
What's up, Ron?
I get married Saturday. It's over.
Okay, so Ron, what's the answer to the question?
Right, congratulations on that.
Yeah, congrats.
Now, what was the question?
The question is,
why do you feel like dates are such a foreign concept nowadays?
There's a lot of things, and we could take it back to like social media. Social media killed a lot of stuff. Social media made, I don't know, respectful, but social media made the chase die down. Like it's like females really and I don't want to tag no like females on here, but females trade attention, trade respect for attention nowadays, and like it's so easy at first. Like back in the gap, like when I was coming up, niggas used to have to get before everybody had phones. We used to take a pen and paper, go to a school dance, talk on a college phone for hours just to try to. Now it's just like you could just DM somebody and you could just slide up on them right then and there. Then y'all you might fuck around and fuck the same day. Like social media, it took the chase, and it's too right now. Like for like you have a female have high standards, a nigga just gonna keep it moving and just go out of there easy. It's just
So Ron, you're kind of like agreeing with when I was saying that it's about like it's one of those situations where a guy, if he can get more for less, then he's about it. Like that's a win-win for him.
In a way, yeah, but in a way, no. Like, I mean, a nigga only gonna do what you're allowed to do. That's first. And then second, that like as far as like dating and stuff like that, it just depends on how much a nigga really like you. I mean, nigga gonna show effort when he really like a female. So if a nigga not like trying to like take you out like that, he don't really like you like that. He just trying to go with his move and see if he could get what he can get out you.
So Ron, I got a question. Since you are engaged and getting married this weekend, congrats to that and with your family. Did you and your fiance, wife, how long did you guys date along like for a while before you guys were officially a couple?
Yeah, I kind of caught my like my previous relationship. I was like 23 and I was messing with somebody like 32, and it didn't work out how it did work out or whatever. But I caught my girl like I was like 24, 25. She was like 19, making 20. I caught her young, and I ain't gonna say I molded her how I wanted her to be, but she was kind of young, a certain type of way. But she did have she was a church going girl, grew up with her grandma, stuff like a real quiet girl. She did make me wait a long time, like made me take out on a lot of dates and stuff like that. It was a process with her.
Gotcha.
It wasn't easy.
How long have you guys been together?
I don't want to lie. November 14th it'll be 8.
8 years?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Yeah. Salute to that. Hop said it took him 6 years before he got married. So
what took you so long to marry her?
She was a phone. He had to break her in.
It's a lot of stuff. She was a baby. I still was young. She got a bachelor's. I wasn't ready then. Then after she got a master's, in between her getting a bachelor's and my master's, I was like, I can't let her get away from me. So I went with my move.
Okay.
Good.
Understandable. That's not me. Wait, Hop, you said
Yeah.
you guys never lived together before y'all got married?
Who you talking about? Me and my
Me
wife?
and my husband didn't either.
No,
They're not married yet.
Looking at the
no,
chat.
I'm saying I was looking in the chat. Hop said that they never lived together before they got married.
Wow.
I didn't either. I didn't live with my husband before we got married.
They got married? Huh.
Oh, how was it? That's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother conversation right there.
Right. What you want, IBA?
IBA, what's up?
You about to get kicked out.
He gotta go. He gotta go. He can go.
IBA, what you got to add to the conversation? We want to hear your opinion.
A little old school.
He just taking up space. We only can have 6 people up here, and he gonna take up space. All right, he gotta go. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Well,
thanks.
his device is not connected. Try again.
Right.
Like, I heard y'all asking about why it took me so long. Like that's something that you don't want right. That's one thing you don't want right. Like, you know, you got to be 100% sure. I mean, it's one thing to be with somebody for years, and it's another thing to be thinking about spending your whole life with that person. Because, like, you know, everybody gonna aggravate everybody. Like eventually, like you know, like a old man told me a long time ago. Every girl gonna put you through hell. You just gotta find a girl that's worth putting you through hell and keeping her. That's like, and that's true. Fuck, I mean, you don't want to make the mistake of just hopping in a relationship and in 5 years, you know, is a failure.
That makes sense.
You gonna put her through some hell too, Ron.
Everybody has their own timeline. Don't rush anything that's not meant to be rushed.
Yes.
When you living underneath the same roof with somebody, I mean, that's just like brothers and sisters. They gonna fight. I mean, husband and wife, they gonna fuss and fight. I mean, boyfriend and girlfriend, they gonna fuss and fight. I mean,
Right.
shit.
Exactly. But true love conquers all.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's true.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Agree. So you said
got
social media. I mean, I would agree with that comment about social media. I mean, you gotta look at it like he said. When I had asked him about dating, he said like, "Why is that such a foreign concept?" But he was saying like social media. You gotta look at it like the 4 of us. Like I'm in Ohio, Zoo's in PA, LaShawn's in Arizona. You're in California. Like we met off of social media. So yeah, you could. Right. I mean, it's just that easy for you to connect now to more and multiple people. So
Ron was talking about though meeting people on social media in the morning and dropping it hot by the evening though.
I'm not dropping
Or
it.
you might have just been talking about like the
All right, can y'all hear me now?
I can hear you.
Why are you so loud?
Right. Just wait. Be quiet. Be quiet and sit down. Just hold on.
Right.
No, I was just saying, social media has like a big influence on things that people do. So, you know, it's a lot of like memes and stuff like Netflix and chill and sneaky like all that stuff, and people just think that's like cute, you know. But that too. But you know, as far as networking and meeting people, social media has its positives, and then it also has the downside. So it depends on who you are as a person and how you use your social media, you know. So
yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, IBA?
All right, so look, this where I'm at with it. I feel like it's not a male or female thing when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, linking up. Because at the end of the day, when you first meet somebody, you already know what your intentions are for that person. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you meet somebody that you do want to hook up and you want them to be yours or your girlfriend or your wife or whatever it may be. And some of them might just be for a hookup. So basically, you know what I'm saying? It goes both ways because there are women out there that do the same thing that you guys say that guys do. You know what I mean? And they be with it. So at the end of the day, you gotta be who you want. You know what I'm saying? So you can't sit there and say that I want this, that, and the third, but then you go against, you know what I'm saying, your morals, you know what I'm saying, just to spend time with somebody and then turn around and then say, well, this is not what I want. I wanted this, that, and the third, but then you didn't start out that way. You know what I mean? And it happens all the time.
I hear with you.
Yeah, that's big.
I hear with you. Big facts. I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you with that.
I gotta pick it back. I always did believe in that. I believe the moment a woman meet a man, she know instantly.
Go.
A woman instantly when a woman meet a man, I believe that know if she gonna or not. But a nigga can talk his pussy. I don't believe not too many men can talk their way into because a woman already knows gonna fuck you as soon as she meets you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I definitely think that it needs to be both people set in what they want out of that relationship. So you can't go into it with one person like thinking like, oh, it's just gonna be a hookup and that's all we're gonna be, and then another person thinking like, oh, we're gonna be in a relationship. So yeah, it's definitely a conversation that you need to have. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, vibes be everything.
But I kind of agree with IBA though. That you kind of know though, like in that kind of a situation, you already know what's going down. Like you know, if it's going down something like that quick first meeting, you already know it's gonna be something like, okay, this is a hookup. Like I don't know too many people that think like after having sex on the first night they're gonna develop a relationship out of that situation.
Well, that's not true.
that's not true.
It can happen.
That's not it.
No, time out. That's not true because
I've seen stranger things. That can happen.
yeah, that's
Yes.
not true. I can clearly say this. No, listen, I can say that's not true because y'all know me. You ask me a question, I'm gonna tell you the truth. But not my ex, but like my ex before him, we were engaged. We had sex on the first night, like the first date that I had been talking to him. We had talked on the phone and stuff like that. But our first date that we went on, we did have sex, and I did. And like a year and a half later, I got a ring. Now, granted, it didn't work out because
I need the story though. Like, how did that go down? Like, I need that front end. I understand the back end, but how did that situation go? Like, how long were you talking to him on the phone, like, and having conversations before you actually?
It was a couple of months before because I was working 2 jobs.
Okay. Well, see, I get that. I get that type of a situation.
Yeah.
Because were you already like
the first time that I physically I met him off of IG. He he was like messaging me and stuff like that. And then at one point was just like, oh, I want to take you out. And I was just like, well, I don't really know you, whatever. We started talking, and then he literally was like, we talked for a while. And when I'm saying like we talked for a couple of months, it wasn't like, oh, I'm talking to him every day for a couple of months. It's like, oh, I'm talking to you a couple of times a week. And then he finally was just like, well, when are you going to be free? I said, hey, I'm free this Saturday. What do you want to do? I have a sitter because I have my 2 kids already. I have my sitter, and we went out, and then he actually came and picked me up. We went out to dinner. Things just went, and that's what happened. Like, but we hooked up on our first, we had sex the first date that we actually met, like the first time.
And ain't nothing wrong. Ain't
we were together for 2
Ain't nothing
years.
wrong with that. Y'all grown.
Because
right.
I mean, shit. I mean, you got needs too, just like niggas got needs. Fuck. I mean,
facts.
So, like,
that's true.
Probably had that needed to be scratched that night.
Yeah. And that was just my thing. Like I said, it ain't a woman or a male thing. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, like somebody said in the chat, you just got to be who you're looking for. So I mean, you can't. But the thing is, if you're gonna have your morals, stick to your morals. You can't sit there and pick and choose when you want to be, you know what I'm saying, Miss Goody Two Shoes. You feel me?
Big facts.
That's weak.
Because the thing is, I'm gonna be honest. I might pop my game. I might pop my game, but I know who I want to talk to and who I don't want to talk to. But the thing is, I can respect the female that got respect the morals for herself. That impresses me more. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel like she ain't. It made me feel like she ain't for the street. You know what I'm saying? She ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? She actually stands up for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Like they got a lot of women. They won't be city girls, but when they, in a relationship, they won't be booed up and like loyal and all that. But niggas watching you when you single. Now that don't mean a nigga ain't gonna watch you.
Danny, you a fool.
Right.
Just like a nigga look at a female and say, oh, I just want them for one thing. Females can't do the same for guys and still be good enough to, wife.
Well, with you saying that, you know what I'm saying? People only could do what you allow them to do.
Right. So if I walk up, to a guy and say, oh, what's up? Like, you look like you got something, hanging. I just want you to come over.
Shit, he might be like, come on then.
You do it. I'm gonna be like, oh, and he did it because he let me do it. He only allowed me.
Hey, but if you show the fuck out, hey, say you have sex on that first night and you show the fuck out. I mean, I know niggas. Hey, niggas fall in love with strippers and all type of shit.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm telling
That
you.
is true.
They sure do.
That is true.
That is true.
It'd be a vibe too. It'd be the vibe. I mean, if you got a fucking pool
Oh, it's the vibe, right?
I mean, a vibe could do a lot of things for a nigga. Like, nigga might come over there for the, sit up there and smash or whatever, and then y'all sitting up there vibing hard like a motherfucker, and then, that might not even much happen. It just might be good conversation, good, intellect, all that type of shit.
Pillow talk. Are you talking about pillow talk, Ron?
Huh?
You talking about that pillow talk?
Nah, I ain't talking about pillow talk. That's after the sex.
Yeah, pillow talk is later.
After the sex. I'm talking about like y'all just sitting up there talking and like just chilling. Nigga probably having a different and certain intentions when they first get there, and then when once y'all go to talking and vibing and shit might change. I mean, if you got a good vibe, that should turn a one night stand into a fucking 5-year relationship.
Right.
So
yeah.
Good pussy.
Facts on facts.
Good pussy and good vibe. Hey, I mean, especially when a female got their own everything. I mean, and then one thing niggas really hate, niggas gonna act like it. With niggas be acting like they having money. Nigga hate a bum ass female that beg all the time. Worst thing a woman could do when they first meet a man is start talking about bills. Nigga already.
Man, get my hair done, get my nails done.
That actually happened.
No, I agree.
Can you pay
I wish I
Let me
would.
ask you this.
Let me ask you this.
Hold on. Let me ask you this though. On some real shit, does that really happen to you?
It do be happening to them because I hang around a lot of guys. I got brothers and stuff.
Hell yeah.
It happens.
You come telling me you got a whole boost on. You come telling me, man, I don't know myself, bitch. Like, how you even got them $50 to pay that phone bill that last 30 days? You probably talk
that part. Big facts.
Man, don't come telling me nothing about
I think if a girl gonna ask a guy to pay their bills and you be like, no, don't be sitting up here eating my goddamn food, laying up in my bed 5 days a week, and then when I ask you for a little piece of money that you could pull out your pocket, but what you want, I can't pull out my pocket. Nah, nigga, you need to come with that money. Shit.
Okay, so now LaShawn,
now you sound like a gold. I mean, I gonna say you sound like a gold digger, but
living off of me, and then you don't want to pay a bill. Shit.
But the thing is, if you feel like he living off of you, you allowed him to be in your house and to sit up in your house and to eat your food.
Pay a bill, she said.
But that's what I'm saying. When a guy do that, and then you say, can you pay a bill? You want to buy some food, and that nigga looking at you funny, then take your ass home. You're not spending the night over here. Eat before you come.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So look, let's flip it. Hold on, LaShawn.
Your cake and eat it too.
LaShawn, let's flip it then. Let's say, okay, you say he at your house, right? All right, so let's flip it. You at my house. You at my house. Okay, let's flip it. Let's flip it.
You got your toilet.
Hold on, LaShawn. All right, so now you at my house every day. You eat up all my food. I take you to work, pick you up, drop you off, and all this, that, and the third. So now if I ask you, you know what I'm saying, hey, can you pay this? Can you buy some groceries and put it in the house for me? You just gonna do it?
You a bum ass nigga then.
Yeah, exactly.
It don't
It should be the same. It should be the same.
It don't change just because I'm a woman. If I'm sitting over here basically living with you, you know what I'm saying, and you say, hey.
No, we ain't living. You ain't living. You ain't living. You just come over all the time.
Bruh,
don't try to switch. Don't switch it.
If you got drawers over there and a toothbrush and toiletries, you live in there.
No, we not doing that. You want to switch it up now. You said be over there all the time. We ain't saying live. You said be over there all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Be over there all the time mean you ain't taking your ass home every night.
So if I don't take
living there
ass home every night, who fault is that? You ain't never said that. You wasn't tripping when I stayed there.
Listen, if it was me, if it was me and I was over there eating up your food, I wouldn't have no problem. We was going grocery shopping together. I wouldn't have no problem kicking in and putting some money in the bill. No problem.
Facts. And I'm the type. And I'm the
Exactly.
type. I wouldn't even ask no female to do that because me, I'm not gonna trip over no food. First of all,
You
you know what
said
I'm saying.
yeah.
So it's just, I'm not, if I enjoy your company, I enjoy your company. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna be able to do what I do whether you're there or not. So it don't really bother me none. You feel me?
All right.
So I mean, I guess it just depends who you're talking to. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah, but IBA also
Yeah.
too. Granted, if y'all just kicking it in the house, that means you ain't going out on no dates.
I mean, what is a date nowadays? You gotta understand, we grown. We've been dating for
That's
years.
what
I
we
mean,
talking about though.
at
That
this
was the
point, I mean, we could go out on a little
that was
small
the
date, whatever
initial
it's not. But
question
me, I'm
though.
talking about
Every woman,
That
whether
was
you
the
got her or
initial
not,
Hey,
want to
question.
still be dated, even when you
right.
married. You still
But
want
see,
to
that
still
was the
be
initial
dated.
question: is why do guys, or read the
But
question again? That
people
was the
don't know
whole
how to
initial
date
question. Now
these days.
you just making up her point about the question.
So I'm saying the question was why. The original question was why are dates such a foreign concept?
All right, let
That
me
was
ask
the question. So
Because
And now you just said right now that
I
it's so
think
like
because the women don't look for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right.
they go for anything.
I said that.
You don't look for it and you go for anything. But I think if you standing for something and you know what you're looking for, you put your foot down and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for, and if you ain't looking for the same things, don't be wasting my time.
right.
right.
facts.
I
Right.
just
I
think
agree.
that's what women, that's what
But
people
some
need to
women,
say.
right?
Look,
Some women are just
I'm
looking
40, I'm
for
30 years old. I'm looking to be married. I want a family. And
Facts.
I'm not trying to be in no relationship for 10 years of my life and you're not
Right.
looking to do that.
And piggybacking off of what you said, and like I said earlier, and if you feel that way, you got to stick to it now. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I have. That's why a lot of females that don't be about that life, they end up being hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because they drop their guards for certain individuals who they knew that wasn't good for them in the first place, and then it's hard to
don't
feel
drop
sorry
the
for them. You know
panties.
what I'm saying?
IBA is telling y'all.
And then
PSA to all the
if
women,
you want to
don't drop
take
the
it
panties.
further,
Miss Terry, you
if
can't
you
you
want
can't
to take it further, you look at the institution of marriage. Nowadays, it's not even serious. People look at it as just a piece
Oh,
of
Chris
paper,
say
and marriage is
romance is
not just a piece of
non-existent.
paper.
Miss
Okay.
Terry, Miss
It's
Terry,
true. I mean, when I see a female with a ring, it don't stop me. I'm gonna keep it 100. It don't mean nothing to me.
IBA, you gotta go. You
Hey,
gotta
People just
No,
say,
I'm.
"Oh,
hey,
it's
Hey,
just
I'm
a
keep.
piece of
Hey,
look,
paper."
no.
I
See,
get
the thing is,
that's
y'all
married.
the
don't want to hear the.
truth.
No, hold up. Y'all don't
Yes,
want to hear the truth. It's the
truth.
truth. It's a lot
Yes.
of niggas out there that
We're
think the way
not
I
just
think.
having this
appreciate the truth.
conversation.
We
Well,
appreciate
we're
the
not just
truth.
having this conversation.
say. So okay. Time out. Okay. Hi, Go. How are you?
What's up? What's going
What's
on?
up? What's up? I'm moving on from him. I can't.
What's
No.
up, Billy
What's up,
Goat?
Goat?
What's up?
Nut, man. I
Go
want to
Wheezy.
chime in on a few things, but
You're so loud.
Hey, Goat, we didn't get your feet today. What you got on feet?
stocks. I'm in the house.
Sucks.
Yeah, this shit is what it's after 10 o'clock over here. But
No,
nah,
what's
man. We
what's
was
I
your
think it's something
opinion?
hot. They got married for the wrong reasons. That's what it is.
nah, man. What it is what I think it is social media. As far as the dating, this goes back
Wow.
like a couple years ago when the whole you got to spend $200 to take me out. This, that, and the third. I'm like, it's really women out here that want $200 dates on the first date. And like you were saying earlier, Erica, like a date, you don't really have to spend money on a date. A date could be us going to get ice cream. We could go get coffee, chill, get to know each other. You know, I'm
Hmm.
cheap as hell. I'm frugal. I'm just
Me
going.
too.
I'm
I'm
just.
stingy.
I'm
Well,
cheap as hell. So,
We
you
know
notice
you,
how I
IBA.
distinguish between being cheap and being frugal, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
there's a difference.
I got a
I'm
yeah.
not.
question.
Hmm.
There's a difference.
Hey,
First of
let
all,
me let me.
I'm
Like
gonna ask.
I ain't gonna if we
That's
going
one of
on a
my pet
date, I
peeves.
ain't
I
gonna try to
cannot
damn.
stand no cheap ass man.
Hey, I got a question.
All right,
I'm
with
about to go ahead
LaShawn,
and
with what LaShawn and Go said, let me ask this question. So, is there a problem if you guys went out on the first date, right?
We're asking us questions.
And you guys go out, you know what I'm saying, trying to fill each other out, and you guys just go out and you know what I'm saying, it's not obligated for the man to spend his money. So is it Mando that the
We
man
could do Dutch.
that
I
pays?
pay for
And so
myself.
I have a
You
question.
pay
I have
for
an answer for
yourself.
that. I have an answer for that. So
I'm spending money. I'm
for
spending
me,
money. I spend money.
for
I don't
me, it's two acts. So for me, it is who asked. So if the guy asked the girl, then yes, he should be paid.
I could dig that.
If the girl asked the guy, like, "Hey, I want to hang out. Like, let's go get some food," she better be willing to pay. That's just how I am.
I dig that.
Yeah.
Conversation.
I agree with that.
If he's gonna pay for the date,
you know
if he's gonna pay for the food, I'm picking up the tip. So that's just how I am. That's how I've always been. I will go Dutch too. You want to split it? Let's split it.
Yeah.
That applies to anything in life. Like if I ask a friend, say I come to Philly and I say, Zoo, I want, let's go out or whatever. If I'm going in and I'm telling her let's go out, I'm a treat her. You know what I'm saying? Or if I come pick up her kids and I say I want to take your kids out with me, to have fun with my family, I ain't gonna say, but you need to get them $50 though. You know what I'm saying? But people do that shit these days, and I just don't understand it. I sit there and scratch my head. Like
the person asked me out. The person who pays for the word. That's what I'm saying. Put her comment in. That's facts. Like I've asked guys out on date. That's no problem. Like I don't know what's going on.
See where I'm at with it. Where I'm at with it, like I don't mind doing things as long as it's appreciated. But then you got some females out there where if you don't do certain things, then they act out. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's finances. You feel me?
Well, you already know those women that do those type of things. So if you going for that type of woman, then that's what you already know you're gonna have to go out and do.
But that's
why I was asking him, like, and listen, that's why I was asking him, LaShawn, like, act out in what kind of manner? Because that right there just shows you the type of women that you're approaching if they're acting out in that fashion.
Yeah, you already knew what it was. You already know that she high maintenance. What she looking for?
Well, when you first date somebody, that's what dating is for. To iron out and see, you know what I'm saying, what it is before you get any deeper. You feel me?
We don't know she high maintenance. She can put on the appearance that she's high maintenance, and that's where social media.
Bruh,
I be telling
you know when a woman is high maintenance. Hold on. You know when a woman is high maintenance.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
I ain't gonna let you talk too much.
Yeah.
One at a time. All right, here's the floor.
Go.
A lot of things.
Go ahead, Billy.
Nowadays, for this generation, a lot of things that we see on social media is really just the fucking matrix. Like I tell people that all the time. I know a girl right now, motherfucker, act like she be everywhere, but she broke in real life. Like she don't be nowhere. She be everywhere but nowhere.
Facts.
Broke. She pinching pennies off
everywhere but nowhere.
The dudes do the same thing.
She pinching pennies from her homegirls. Like they'll go on trips, but she'll go with them. But don't have no money to spend. Yeah. Don't have no money to go to the club.
I got you. I feel okay.
We call those luscious.
They gotta pay. They gotta pay for her to be.
So guys don't do it too.
But when you get around them, they'll tell you like, oh, that bitch ain't never got no money. Like,
hey, you ain't never lied, bro. You ain't never lied.
But if that bitch, go explain this. If that bitch ain't never got no money, then why they paying her way to go everywhere with them? She's bringing or adding. Exactly. Wait. Pause. She's bringing or adding something to that whole scenario. That's why she's going carte blanche. So she might be a little bit smarter. She might be just a little bit smarter than the bitches that are actually paying her way and paying for all the shit that she's sitting up there, partaking of.
We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
Look, because she's the baddest one out the crew. That's what it is.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what's going on there? There obviously has to be much more going on. She's not the four out of the group.
Or nigga might just feel sorry for. They probably just fuck with her.
Hey.
And sorry for.
A lot of us got people like that in our crew. I'm gonna just keep it 100.
Facts.
She pimping the guys and the girls. Looks like she pimping everybody.
Listen, I don't ask no questions, but I'm just going off what was told to me. Like a lot of this stuff.
No,
a lot of this stuff.
What I'm saying is, a lot of it she ain't only pimping the men. She pimping the women too.
Yeah, that's
exactly, LaShawn. That's what I'm trying to say. Like Something's going
Cause
down.
bitch,
Hey,
I ain't gonna
we
keep
not finna
paying bills
glorify that.
every time we go somewhere. If you ain't got the money, you need to stay
broke. They
home.
might be cutting her
That part.
some money. She might be
Hey,
saying, "Shit, bitch, I'm
let me ask
fucking broke. You already know I'm broke. Fucking slime me. Fucking, 2 bands."
I
I
got
got a
me.
question to y'all. All y'all got kids, right, ladies?
Yep.
Y'all ever been
All
around?
right, I'll be asking.
Yes.
The fuck? I knew you was a lady. I knew you was a tranny. I knew it. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Ron Sway. Go ahead.
Y'all ever friends that came around
Not
have
the tranny.
had the stuff that your kids had, and like say y'all was going out to eat, like and y'all going to McDonald's or something. That kid don't have it, but you gonna buy that for the kid because you feel bad for him. You don't want that. Don't mean because she smarter than them. Nigga might just feel bad for her.
Facts.
Yeah, but Ron, I feel you on that one. But paying for
A kid
trips,
and an adult is two different things.
Hey,
Right.
no,
trips
I
is
ain't feeling bad for
expensive.
no goddamn
When
adult.
I make my
Let me
kids
tell
spend
you.
money, I ain't with these kids. Y'all got a house. Spend your money.
Hey, you can't. Hey, you don't know how it go. If you got it and your friend don't got it, and you being a good friend, I mean, it is what it is. But when mad they come, you might talk bad about it, like she a fucking bum. I'm just saying.
Look,
And
Ron
can I?
Swag, let me tell you something. I may pay one time to say, you know what, she may not got it. I want to take her out to go. But don't be looking for it every time we going somewhere. You're going to have to stay your ass at home.
Right,
I'm
right.
sorry.
You
Hey,
rolling
and
with
another reason.
don't do it.
Another reason I think social media has killed like the dating scene because we can't have it's nothing that leads to the imagination anymore. Like everything you see now, ass out, titties out,
Everything
like
out.
everything out.
I already said that. I said they trade attention for respect.
Mm-hmm.
They trade
Mm-hmm.
for respect. Let me ask y'all this question, ladies. Like this go back to the first question. Do you like even if it's say hypothetically y'all have sex with somebody on the first date? Would you feel like a loss if you have sex with somebody on the first date if you went on a date with them? Like they have females that feel like, all right, well, fuck, he went bought me like he the real Chris and we had sex. Okay, man. Do you think that's a win because you went out on a date with somebody? Like say you went on a date but they didn't have no fire vibe. But say if you sit at home with somebody on the sofa for hours and just vibe with them and then y'all wind up having sex at the end of the night. You think it's a win that a nigga spent $200 on a date for you, or that y'all fire vibe and y'all had sex?
No. Because if we talk, for a little bit, we go out and you kind of catch the vibe before you even go out with the person. If I'm not vibing with the person, I'm not going nowhere with them. Like I'm not the type that's like, oh, it's just a meal. I can't sit across from a table with somebody that I know the chemistry is like off. If I'm like, oh,
that's kind of wild. Like that's very hard
Being
to do.
uncomfortable.
just going out for meals. I just don't go out for somebody to spend the money on me because, like I said,
I'm talking about look. I'm hypothetically speaking. I'm talking about this one of them nights where look, you some dick, fuck all that.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna be that nigga that night. You hear me? Like I'm just saying. Like either way, I'm saying, would you rather go on a date with somebody that spent money on you, but you still want some dick at the end of the night, or you sit on the sofa with a nigga and you vibing with him for hours, still want dick at the end of the night? Which one would you
I'm going with the vibe. I'm going with the vibe because I need a vibe at this point. Like
I'm wondering because sometimes women act like that, and when a nigga would take on a date that they act like that's a win,
Right. Yeah, they do. I agree. They do.
So a date don't mean that's what I'm saying. If it ain't got no fire vibe behind it.
Agreed. I agree with you on that. I'm not just gonna go out on a date. So for a guy to just spend money on me, I'm not going out or meeting up with anyone if I don't feel like we're gonna have a connection or a vibe or anything. Like, and you can tell. I feel like you can tell even if you meet the person off of social media, like if you're gonna like continue to talk to them, you're gonna know. Like they do say like most people know within like the first 10 minutes. If you're talking or dating with somebody, like especially if you're out on a date, you do know like for the first 10 minutes they say if you're gonna sleep with that person or if you're gonna see that person again. So I feel like that's good. But go, you had something to say?
I can't even remember now.
My bad.
Wanted to say
No, it's all good.
It'll come back to you. Think back.
Yeah, it'll come back.
What's up? What's up, beautiful struggle? How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
A little struggle.
You have something to add to our original question?
Wait. Hold on. You said within 10 minutes?
Yeah, they do say within 10 minutes.
Okay, so that guy. Now you want me? I need to go back to the
No,
other
we're not
guy.
going back to that. We'll go back to that in a second.
But
What was the
within 10
original?
minutes you was gonna sleep with that dude.
Yeah, I've known. Every guy that I've like dated, I've known if I'm actually like
Yeah, I know.
that I'm gonna if I'm gonna sleep with them or not, or if
That's
it's not.
true.
That is true.
You know,
That's true as hell. Yep.
you know.
What was the original question? I'm sorry, I chimed
No,
in
you're
late.
good. You're good. You're good. So the first we're an hour in. We only on one question, people. The original question was
Right,
why.
we got a lot of questions on here.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to. We'll have him answer, and then we
All
have
right,
to.
I'm gonna try to do it quick.
No, you're good. Why are dates such a foreign concept nowadays?
I mean, I gotta agree with Goat. I mean, it just seems like everything's out there now with social media, and it's just not like the old days where it seemed like what. I mean, where it seems like back in the day, I would see where it seems like it's the chase. Nowadays, it just seems like everything is given to you. It's a give or take, like with relationships in general. It's not. I don't really think what we know as dating or relationships is the same thing as in 2021. If you ask me, it's just a different concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, I feel like to sum it up, like everyone has really kind of said that social media has played a part in why dating or going out on dates is a foreign concept. Because I mean, you can talk to anybody, you can slide into anyone's DM at this point. Like, I mean, it's nothing but let me pick my phone up and text. I mean, you have dating apps. I consider those social media now. That's super easy. You got Tinder, which is known for like just for hookups, pretty much now at this point. So
Swipe right.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, you swiping right, you swiping left, and it's more of a you swipe right, and most of the time people are like, "Oh, when you trying to hook up or stuff like that," and I'm like, I'm not. Like that's not what we looking for, but you know,
It's true. Especially with texting. It's like, when was the last time any of y'all just sat on the phone with somebody for the single people? You know what I'm saying? As far as sitting up and just talking to somebody for hours. You know what I'm saying?
yesterday.
But Ron Swag said it. Like, it ain't no
Right.
chase no more. Like back in the day, you had to have a pen and a paper. Oh, you in the club with your boys. Hey man, I'm about to go get this chick number. I'm about to holler at her.
You had to have that mouthpiece. I don't think it matter anymore. You could just
It don't.
Google some words, put that shit together.
It does matter though. That's what I'm saying. Though, like it's from a female perspective. Like all of that, you know, time does matter.
Coach said, yeah, instant gratification. I agree, but for IBA, that question you asked, like, what, like, when, how long is someone like sat up and talked on the phone for hours?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's when you vibe with somebody, you could be on the phone for about 5-6 hours and you don't even realize how much time went by. You know what I'm saying? And some people, like, they don't even talk on the phone
that's
anymore.
true.
Everything is just texting, and you know what I'm saying,
That's
and
about that.
Instagram and everything and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm just saying, a lot of people don't even do that no more.
And hell, I mean, how many have seen this where people are out on a date and it's just they constantly on that phone,
On the
that
phone.
social media.
Right.
Like, it's just outdated.
That's what's up, Pop.
I put my phone.
Nah.
I put my phone up, to tell you the truth. Like, even if I'm going out to dinner with my family, my phone is on do not disturb, and it's in my purse. So that way, like, I'm focused, because you do, like, you see it, like I said, like, even I'll take my kids out to dinner, like just something quick, and they both are like
On their phones.
or they like filming
My
themselves.
kids is like that too, and I'll be like, "Put your phone away, please."
Yeah. So I've started making sure that they put their phones away when it's dinner time. But that's just me. I like to talk. I like to vibe with someone to get to know them. But I mean, I like dates. It don't have to be expensive. It could be. You could say. I mean, I'm not gonna say Starbucks because everyone's like that's expensive. Shit, you could take me to Dunkin' Donuts. But yeah. But I talk on the phone a lot. So that's happened. That's happened. I can say for myself that it has happened recently.
And I think the misconception too, I hate blaming social media again, but at the same time, everyone just looks at what they see and what a life is. You could be the flyest or look like you got money, and you could be the corniest motherfucker, or like you said, the brokest. I ain't gonna disrespect no ladies on here, but you could put up a signal that You know, you may be living this lifestyle, but everything ain't what it seems.
Right.
Yeah, word. I've done that. This word says play the dinner phone game. Phones in
Is
the middle.
that a real thing?
I
That's
never heard of
hilarious. I ain't never heard of that.
So I've actually done this with my friends before. So you put all your phones in the middle, we line them up and we face it down so that way we can't see. But you know, if you're vibrate or whatever, but the first person to grab for their phone will pay.
That's
for the table, just so that way you're connecting. Like if we not seeing each other all the time, like I need all of your attention. I need it all.
Right.
That goes towards my friends or whoever I'm dating.
That's facts.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Alrighty. So since we have some of the fellas up here, I know Ron Swag, you're getting married. The other fellas, you guys are all single.
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty. So we will skip that.
Nope.
All right. So my next question will go into goodness. We got a couple of questions. Okay, so since you guys are up here, we'll go ahead and ask you this question. So if you're talking to a female and you guys are talking, dating, whatever you want to say, I'll say dating, or talking. We'll say talking, like in the talking phase, whatever. And you know that she is like a bunch of other guys are trying to like talk to her, or get at her. Are you guys going to like apply pressure? Or are you going to like apply more pressure to like get her attention? Or are you going to like step down if you know that she's talking to other people? Or are you just going to like continue at your own pace, like hoping that that's going to like get her like over? Like if you're just like, oh, I'm just going to be myself and chill.
For me personally, it just depends on who the female is. If you attention seeking type of female, then I'm gonna fall back on it because I'm not about to sit up here and compete with, you know, like it don't make no sense because females jealous hearted is a motherfucker. If I'm going on a date with 5 different females on Monday through Friday, and I tell you that you're gonna feel some type of way. So why wouldn't a nigga feel some type of way if you up here other niggas time of day?
Facts word.
So my thing is, so Ron Swag, with that, like I have a follow-up question. So like, because I know you dated you and your fiance had dated for a while. Like if she was dating, or like if she had been dating, like told you that she was dating other people at the same time, would you have just like walked away, or would you have like tried to like, win her over?
I would have fell back on it.
Okay.
Who like, you know, if you want to be serious about somebody, you want somebody that's talking to other people.
But what if it's like you
because
just meet
y'all dating, Ron?
You just meet
y'all
the person.
Not like y'all, you haven't yet said to her, look, I want you to be my woman. You and me are a thing.
Yeah, some women wait for that.
I mean,
that's like
so that's where she's asking the question from.
Me personally, like if you talking to other niggas, I don't care if we is in a dating phase. I'm just meeting you phase, and you talking to buku other niggas is a turn off for me.
Yeah, well, for me, it's not at that point. We're not even dating. Then, if that's the case, we friends, we cool, we talking.
Right.
So if you doing you, I'm gonna do me.
Right, it's the talking phase.
Okay, yeah. So if you,
but that's what dating is.
What if you find out that she, she actually really dope, and she said, "Oh, I'm just dating. I'm talking to people. We just talking. We gonna hang out." And you find out she really dope. Are you going to continue to apply that pressure? So like, what's your next move?
With me, it's like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if I do let her know that I'm interested more than just friends and I'm willing to pursue it further, but she's still moving the way she's moving, then, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to sit there and chase her. I'll put it like that. I feel like I want out of it what I put in. You know what I'm saying? So if it's mutual and stuff like that, then, you know what I'm saying, I'll rock with it. But, you know what I'm saying, if it's me just trying to reach out and making me feel like I'm thirsty or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not doing that. I'm not chasing you.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is.
It's bad, and I know it sounds kind of cheap, but at the same time, you don't want, like, as a man, like, men are very prideful. Niggas don't want something that's easy access. I don't care if it is
Exactly.
like if I'm say I date any one of y'all ladies up there, I don't want y'all talking to nobody else, or I wouldn't even be approaching you. If I know you talking to a whole bunch of other niggas, why would I want to approach you? That should a whole turn off.
I hear what you're saying. I get that. I hear what you're saying on that.
So like for that.
But that's what dating is. Dating don't mean that y'all go together or y'all exclusive. Dating is just you getting to know somebody. That's what dating is.
Yeah, so y'all gonna have to break down dating then. Y'all gonna really have to break down dating.
Look. Let me ask the ladies this question.
We in a relationship.
One at a time, because y'all talking and no one can hear. So let's back it up. LaShawn, finish your statement.
Oh.
Well,
dating is you getting to know somebody. If y'all going out on the first date, and she say, you my man now, I got you, you mine. You looking at her like she crazy. Look, this is our first date. We just getting to know each other. That's all dating is. Dating is getting to know somebody.
Facts.
Especially if it's your first time.
Right.
So if she's going out on other dates and it's nothing serious, there's nothing wrong with that. And unless y'all say, you know what, we getting serious, or we boyfriend and girlfriend, or whatever the hell you want to call it, or are we just still friends? Because you can't say I'm out here dating other people, but you still want to be in the friendship zone.
Right.
That's just not gonna work.
So let me ask this question. This is not male or female, just as people. You go out on a date with somebody you feeling, right? You know, today is Thursday. You going out on a date. You guys enjoyed each other. Y'all kicked it. You know what I'm saying? Stayed up late, whatever it may have been. Went out to dinner, et cetera, et cetera. So the next day, let's say you walking in the mall and you see that same girl with another nigga. You know what I'm saying? So what do you do at that point? Do you?
That's the question. Like, so you're asking they're asking the same question that I'm asking, but like
I'm gonna let you handle that one.
So like if you're in that situation, what, like, are you having that conversation? Are you putting forth the effort to like be the only person that she's talking to? That's the question. Like that's what you're asking.
Yeah, because y'all niggas like to waste people time, bruh.
Well, no. But I'm saying you guys are still on the talking dating stage.
It's like the whole thing is.
Well, then
like,
if you see me in the mall with somebody else, just wave and say what's up.
Okay, one at a time. Because y'all talking over each other.
IBA, are you then talking to that female singular by herself? That means you are not talking to any other females as well, right?
Well, at that point, it doesn't matter.
Whoa, okay.
Go Zoo.
All right,
Go
so
ahead.
we need to think about the steps of this whole dating process. You meet somebody, okay, they say they're single. Single means that they don't have a title. They're not attached to anybody. They're free to talk to and do whatever they want to do. So you meet a girl, you say, hey, you single? Yeah, but then you find out, she's conversing or do whatever she want to do before you. Okay, so it's like, oh, I'm not applying no pressure like she for the streets. That's not fair. Because it's like if you're dating, you're going to be talking to multiple people. I think word in the chat said if sex is involved, just be mature, open, and honest. Look, I'm talking to multiple people. Yes, I am single, but I'm also granted, it's nobody's business. It's nobody. But if you want to take it one step further with this one particular guy, yes, I do have somebody that I was sexually involved with. Like, just be open and honest. Like, as we get older, we just got to keep the communication flowing. Either you fucking with the person or you're not fucking with the person. Like, because it's like once the title, y'all sit down and have that conversation and say, all right, we're going to take this one step further. Whoever you was talking to previously, I'm going to scratch that. You going to scratch yours. We going to work on us. We're going to move it forward. It's those conversations they happen and people are assuming that they're in relationships that are not.
When they really not.
I agree 100%.
Which is another one of the topics that we have.
Right. I'm about to
we can.
But we're not there yet. We still back
Yeah.
on this whole.
Well, let me address that one last time. Let me say this. Usually when, like, I don't know no woman that don't feel that I don't in a disrespectful way. I don't know no woman that don't feel like they're that bitch. Like usually when you meet a woman, the first thing they're gonna be like, "That can never be me. You ain't gonna do me like you did her," or something like that. Women very prideful in that type of way. When niggas see women talking to a whole bunch of other niggas or just dating other niggas, they're not gonna take her serious. Nigga realize
Facts.
a man is not gonna take a woman serious if he see her, because the first thing, even if it's not happening, the first thing is probably up. I'm spending on her today. The next nigga gonna be spending all that shit gonna run through a man head. So a nigga is not gonna take you serious. Like it might sound fucked up, but like like if a man was talking to buku other women, every female still feel like they that bitch and like I'm gonna be that one. A nigga's not like that. Once a nigga see a woman talking to other niggas, nigga gonna kind of fall back on that vibe. Like niggas is men real prideful and like having.
Okay, but Ron, what I'm trying to say is that between what you and what IBA is saying is that in a man's mind, okay, it could be 3 different females, right, that he's talking to, but out of those 3 different females, right, he's already labeled 2 of those females as being, just somebody that he's just fucking with, but that one person that he was really thinking about maybe pursuing something, more than just a fly by night type of situation. If he finds out, or if he even knows that that person is talking with multiple people, then that automatically makes that number 3 along with 1 and 2. That's pretty much what you're saying, because the simple fact that you're saying that, in your opinion, that any person that you really approach, that you want to take seriously and take into a further scenario more than just dating, that you expect them to not be talking to anybody else or be fucking with anybody else off the jump, off the rip, or as soon as they start talking to you. That's not what's happening. Because, but are you doing the same? And neither of you guys have answered that question. It's like you expect that of the female, but are you partaking in that same situation? Meaning, like when you start talking to her, you're not fucking and talking with nobody else.
I don't have no problem with that if that's what I'm looking for. If I'm looking for something serious, then yeah. Like
right.
If we sit up here dating.
That's not what I'm asking you, Ron. I am asking you, since you're getting ready to get married, I'm asking you, when you met your wife and stuff like that type of a situation. Because obviously you took your wife as being something serious, right? So I'm saying, were you at that time when you initially started courting your wife, or whatever you want to call it, were you talking to other people? Just keeping it real.
No, I wasn't talking to nobody else.
Okay, well, you answer that question. You were not talking to anybody else.
So did you let her know that at the time? That's the thing. Communication, was that communicated at the time, or she was supposed to read your mind?
We was friends at first. Before we started dating, we was kind of like just talking and vibing and stuff like that. I had just got out of a relationship, and she was like, "Nah, you too fresh out of a relationship or whatever. I'm not trying to be no rebound girl or whatever." But I had I'm gonna be completely honest. When I was in my relationship, I've been had my eye on her. But I was respecting my other relationship that didn't work out, and then right after I got out there, I already know who I wanted.
Hey, Helen.
To be honest, if I'm being 100% honest, but I already had my eye
on.
Okay,
yeah, you answered the question.
Yeah,
but but if I saw her, me and her probably wouldn't be together to this day if I knew she was talking to other niggas, because I'm not gonna take you serious.
Right.
So he didn't answer the question, because he did say that earlier. Goat and Beautiful Struggle, y'all got anything?
I could answer that question too. Like for me, I guess it was a little different. I was on with my relationship, I was on some young and dumb shit. So when this was during my early 20s, I would say I was still seeing what options were open. I'm not going to lie. But, once you found out that things were moving forward, then that's when I started taking things serious. Like, okay, but, I wanted to make sure that I made the right choice. And that's just how I am. I'm just going to keep it real. Yeah,
Your options open.
I kept my options open.
I feel like as anybody should, though.
Yeah, because I'm like, I see what the ladies y'all are saying, too. Like, just because of one date, that doesn't mean that you're locked down and committed. Because, like I said, shit doesn't work out. I would say a lot of first dates don't work out. So you want to keep.
Yeah, but struggles. Don't you think that's kind of like what the way he was explaining it? It's kind of like a catch-22 situation.
So yes, because I see it from Ron's point too. So from the man's eye, sometimes when we see that females. It's a double standard. I hate to say it. It is a double standard in some aspects. When we see it,
as long as y'all admit it and are willing to actually admit it and be clear upon it.
Yeah, because like for me, I'm sorry, Ron. Go ahead.
It is I want to say this. It is a double standard, but at the same time, we as men that really want something from a woman, we do expect to hold itself to a high standard. That's what a man looks for. I mean. It's fucked up, but that's what it is. I mean, you want a woman that's gonna respect herself when you're around and when you're not around.
So Ron,
that's just no talking and easy access, and you don't want no front ass bitch, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like for me for example, if I don't know how the other guys feel on here. For me, if you're giving up ass on the first night, then that ain't the type of me. Because I'm like, if it was this easy, then
everybody else had it the same way.
I got you, Z. What you got, Z? What you got? Dr. Z.
So somebody just said keep your options open, but then in the chat it's like, oh, she talking to a lot of people and got options. She's for the streets. That's fucked up for one, and for two, what if she's been on all these first dates, but then she come across you and she's fucking with you, the chemistry crazy, and she just decides to have sex with you on that first date? How can you assume that she's first date fucking everybody? Because she might not be first date fucking everybody.
Facts.
Because I haven't one.
That's how it is for women.
There you go. That might not be her normal. Like you were the one. You were the one out of like 1,000. Like that situation actually happened.
First date after first date and just dud after
right
dud.
Now she's for the street.
Why
is that?
Like I really fucked with her.
I can't with y'all, man. I can't with y'all, man.
So you're gonna say, "Oh no, she first date fucked me." Like, no, and then she gonna be like, "Yo, what did I do? Like, I was really out here chilling."
That's some fucked up shit.
Facts.
It is fucked up, but look, think about it like this. And then this the main key factor about it. It just depends on how bad a nigga really like you too. Because think about it like this. Say me and Steph, like I've been crushing on this girl since I finally get my chance to talk to her or whatever. And I've been dying to take her out on a date or whatever, and we wind up smashing on the first night. I'm probably gonna fuck with her because I to prove myself to her that I'm worth her time for a long time. I see if you just a nigga just like asking a lot of females out on dates and shit like that, and you so happen to wind up hitting her on the first night. The first thing that's gonna come across your mind is that she probably fucking a lot of niggas, man. You smashing too easy.
Even if she told you, like, I'm really not successful, but I really like you. Like, I really go, like, I'm digging you, and y'all just let me have sex. And it's like,
I mean, yeah, shit happened. I agree with that.
It happens. Like,
wait. Why y'all press it though? See, that's another situation. Y'all don't want to take. Y'all already sitting up here talking about if a woman does what she does, she does. But the thing is that it's like. You're not taking no accountability of it.
Oh yeah, it takes two to tango, Miss Erica.
Right.
No, everybody. I'm taking accountability, but at the same time, as a man, you can't help but to think in the back of your mind. You have to go off the evidence that was presented to you. The only evidence that was presented to you is that
the evidence you fucking sit up there, put fuel to the fire. Like, what do you mean the evidence? You putting gasoline on the fire right now. You sitting up there, teasing her, fucking with her, like really, like you taking it there because you really want to go there. But now you're gonna punish her for actually following through with what you actually was instigating, right?
So
Is that what you're telling me?
time out.
Hey, I respect her more. She turned it down. Like, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Ron, don't get kicked out your house
Hey,
tonight. That's
I
only
did.
Taylor
Look,
Swift
I
said
have
it.
no
Yeah,
problem
Don't
with
get
right.
turning
kicked out
shit
your
down
house
on the
tonight,
first
bro.
night,
Yes,
and then
sir.
I've done it
I'm only here.
many times. I'm sitting up here having a conversation because my sister Steph had sex on the first night. So I'm
Shit.
saying like she was feeling this dude,
Ain't nothing wrong with
and
that. A lot of people
had
fuck on the
already had
first night.
they had
Ron, don't get
already had
kicked out your
prior
house tonight.
engagement. They had already had prior conversation.
I think I need to
So
retract my statement, Miss Erica. I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
saying that like
Y'all nigga old ladies go build y'all ass to
yeah.
the
Oh no,
nigga. Oh go,
what I
man.
was
Y'all
saying.
niggas up here tripping.
But
Y'all
what I
niggas
was
go
saying,
nigga.
what I was saying with chemistry though, sometimes yes, that can happen where
That's
you
the
know
biggest
if
problem
things
with a
work
lot of
out, you know,
things.
sometimes you get that late night loving and the chemistry's just there. But I would say from statistically speaking, you know, I would say some of those cases aren't like that, you know. I mean, I'm not going off my personal experiences, but you know,
Hey,
I have a lot of friends where they do those one night hit it and quits, and you know, that's just
hey,
what it is. But there are some of those cases where I'm not saying that you're a smut if you're giving it up on the first night.
that's
I would
not what we're
just
saying. They were
Jesus,
people in the chat were trying to say that
that's
if
my
somebody gives
bro.
it up on the first night,
hey,
she's for the
struggle.
street. People
What
were
you
in
got,
the chat
Greasy?
Hey,
were saying
struggle.
that,
Hey,
not you.
okay.
What you got, Joe?
anything is possible.
First of all, I think it really depends on the man. Me personally, like when a nigga be like, "Oh, that trick a hole," that shit don't mean nothing to me because Clyde said it best. Nigga, I'm a hoe too. Like that shit don't mean nothing. If she like to fuck on the first date, if she give me something on the first date, I ain't worried about who else she fuck. I mean, it's me and her at the moment. Like, why another nigga matter? Now, if me and this chick on some about to get married type shit, or you know, I'm feeling her, then it's gonna be some other stuff that gonna make me question. But whatever she did before me, if she ain't had a train ran on her, we good to go. Because you get a train
All
ran
right.
on you,
But
or
There
what
you
about she
go, Gov.
been?
Talk
uh,
your
But what
shit,
about if she
Gov.
been with one of
There
your
you go.
partners or
let me
something?
finish.
No,
Let me
IBA,
finish.
IBA.
Y'all
No,
not letting me
no.
finish.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah,
If
Go.
I'm
she
about
don't
to
know
give
her
it to
baby
you.
daddy,
Talk
if
your
she had
shit,
a
Gov.
train,
There you go.
You already know she a hoe if you getting with her
let
after
me
she done been with your
finish.
partner.
Let me
Hey, guys,
finish.
guys.
Damn, let me talk. If she don't know her, in my book, if she don't know who her baby daddy is, if she done had trains ran on her, she a hoe. That's just my book. That's just my book. Cause how I look at it, why you getting trains ran on you? Like, why you getting gangbanged? And then second of all, you got that many people in you, you don't know your baby daddy? That's the only two. Anything else, I don't
Okay.
care what you did.
Z, go ahead.
I done forgot where I wanted to start. All right.
That's
Go
just me.
go
Like
said as long as she ain't Medea.
I
See,
really
take
don't be
your time.
caring.
There's a lot to unpack. Take your time, sis.
Oh, and if you done smash one of the homies, like
That
I'm not
part.
gonna watch,
That part.
I'm
Wait,
not
okay,
watching you up with
wait.
those two.
You telling me if she smashed your homie, then she's off limits, right?
Yeah,
Hell yeah. I ain't married no.
I don't want nothing.
No.
If I'm looking at this chick and my homeboy smashed her,
Time
I
out.
can't marry her because in the back of my mind it's
So
gonna be like, well, damn.
you not down
But
with
why
that
you
Nate
looking to
Dogg
smash?
shit. It
Period.
ain't no fun if
If you
the
want to be
homies can't
so
have none.
No, why
if
would I
you
do
want to
that?
be
Would you marry?
so
Would you marry
political,
me if one of
I'm
your
not
homegirls
talking
smashed
about
me?
me. That we're not talking
I
about
wouldn't
me.
even
I'm
be
just
talking to
asking a
you.
question
No,
here.
Oh
no.
no, I don't want nobody. I don't want nothing my homeboy already had.
Okay.
We wouldn't even
Okay,
that
that's
wouldn't
what's
even
up.
come up
Come out.
because
I hear
No,
me
you.
come
me and
out.
you
Come
wouldn't
out.
even be talking.
Come out.
It wouldn't even go there.
I'm gonna mute all y'all. Z,
Y'all.
go.
It's 2021. Some of the way, not to say some of the way y'all thinking is outdated, but it's not messed up. I don't know. It's just different. So as men who look at women, okay, a woman is allowed to be sexual. If a woman wants to have a threesome, it's not her getting a train ran on her.
No.
Be out here and had threesomes and stuff, but then if a girl do it, oh, she done had the whole team. She had street.
No, that's not what he's saying. There's a difference. There is a difference.
So,
no,
like,
let her finish. Let her finish.
and also, I feel like, I feel like okay, let's say in the past she had a wild past. You know, college came, a lot of drinking, a lot of drugs, a lot of sex. But now she grown, she chilling, she settled, and she tells you her past. Are you going to look at her differently because of what she did previously? Or you know, now if she's still doing
that
it,
bitch, I'm gonna say that bitch can test it. I know that fact.
Okay,
She doesn't have a test.
Because she's still in the street. But let's say back then, you know, she made a couple mistakes because we all allow some mistakes in life, but we grow and she learned and she healed, and here she is as a new, shiny, brand new woman, you know, and she's been chilling. Like, are you still going to hold those things against her? Are you still going to, or let's say, go for example, you knew her from college, you knew her back then, but you watched her grow into a woman that's like chilling. Are you still going
to? In essence, are you saying she's seasoned? Are you saying she's a seasoned woman?
Go answer.
Not a seasoned, but she more mature. Not even mature, but you know, but she know how to move. Like she changed.
She got a whole face. Okay, go.
Okay, so with the threesome, a threesome and a train is two different things. we got to clear that up.
We talked about this.
Hold on,
we talked about this before. We're not going
to. How so? How is a threesome and a train different? No.
It is different.
How is a threesome and a train different?
No, a threesome and a train is completely different. It's two different things. Even if you look up the definition, even if you look up the definition of them, that's different. A threesome is literally 3 people. Anything after that, if it's one female and like 3 guys, that's a train.
Right. Well, we get
so it's a guy, that's a threesome. 2 guys. If it's 1 female and more than 2 men,
let me ask this: is an orgy a train?
If this woman if she's promiscuous,
okay, so I got you. So you're saying that if it's a woman can have 2 men, and that would be a threesome. But if she has 3 men, then now she's getting a train.
Yes.
Oh no.
You only got.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Can I talk? Can I talk now?
Hold on.
I said, is an orgy a train?
No,
because that's multiple people.
Why? Why not?
Because you have females and males in that, so there's one-on-one every once in a while. Like that's okay. First of all, we getting way off topic.
Right,
for real.
That's a whole nother That's a whole nother live. That's a whole nother live. That's a whole sex talk. We can talk about that some other time.
Well. What do we?
What's up, chaotic? Come on.
Okay, Steph, I'm writing it down. Steph, I'm writing it down. It's going on the list.
Yes, we can have that sex talk about. We can have that a different day. Go. You obviously no. Actually, Ron Swag, you have something to say first. Go ahead.
I'm bring our sex toys
too. Okay,
explain to them. A train is like, all right. If 2 men it could be 3 people, 2 men and 1 woman. But if 2 men are engaging in drilling a woman, that is a train.
Facts.
That's a train. A
wait, you just said Ron. You saying 2 men?
Miss Erica, let me tell you. A threesome is 3 people interacting with each other. Most of the time, it's 2 women and 1 man. Now, if they have a nigga and a woman, if a nigga touching another nigga and a nigga touching a female, that's a threesome. But if 2 niggas not touching each other, but they only touching a female, that is a train.
Facts.
Everybody.
Okay, so it is a train.
They putting that peyote on her.
No, okay, so no, seriously, no.
So basically, my point was, the whole terms train, threesome, okay. But my point was, if a woman is sexual, like, does that mean that she's not like a good woman, or she's not good enough to be in a relationship, good enough to be, wife or whatever, because she's a high sex drive and she wants to explore and do all this sexual stuff?
It depends on
in my opinion, dude, no, it does not. In my opinion, no, it does not, dude, because everybody deserves to be loved, and everybody deserves to have that type of situation.
No, that's why I'm asking the man, because y'all say, oh, she was in the talking phase, talking to a lot of people. I don't want to talk to her. Like, but I don't understand what that is like.
So Go was the one that brought this up. So Zoo, your question, Go, you can answer Zoo's question.
I mean, the way I can explain it in college, like in college is real small. A lot of people think college is big, but when you popular in college, you're gonna know if a girl fucking with such and such. Like you pretty much gonna know who fucking with who. So that's why I said earlier, like when niggas used to be on campus, oh that girl a hoe. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm a hoe. So what difference it make? And that's why I said what I said with the whole, oh, she don't know her baby daddy and she done had a train thing, right? Like, but I feel like women can have love after that. Now with the whole dating thing, bro, if we just dating, like going out every now and then, getting to know each other. If she want to talk to other niggas, she can do that because 9 times out of 10, I'm talking to different women.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
And
that's what I'm saying. Like being in college, like opened my mind to a lot of stuff. Because I used to say shit like that. Oh, she talk to everybody. She a hoe. She fucking everybody. She a hoe.
Being in the army, it's the same
all the way
thing.
G with y'all, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way G, bro. They got a lot of tender dick motherfuckers out here in this world, bro.
There is a lot of tender dick motherfuckers.
That's what
What's up, chaotic?
I'm saying, what's happening with
What's up,
like,
chaotic?
Some of these niggas out here, bro. They afraid to tell a female that, hey, bro, I just want to fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like most of these
Hey, chaotic.
us, bro. Can
you tell me this? Can you give us the definition of tender dick?
Right.
Motherfucker is a nigga that's jealous of everything that a woman does. You know what I'm saying? And it's tender dick, and he tender dick because, you know what I'm saying? Let me break this philosophy down.
Yeah, what's
Come on, break it down for us, brother. Break it down. We listening to a family. Break it down to a family.
Sounds like a very southern term.
Yeah,
Wait, no, let chaotic break it down. Break it down, family.
Now look, a tender dick ass nigga, bro, is a nigga that falls in love with a female easily. He a jealous ass nigga. He don't like his female to go out and do nothing without his bitch ass being right on the side of her. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some tender dick ass niggas, brother. That's what I call a tender dick ass nigga. You dig?
Or simp for
Or
short.
usually,
okay.
Or usually,
So that's a simp, like that. Like people call them simps. That's the same thing.
Yeah, it's kind of sort of right. A simp.
The nigga who gonna feed the girl grapes after you done ran a train on her.
Nah, hey. To me,
or cash app you when they know they got another dude laying in the bed with them.
Right.
But believe it or
Oh
not,
my gosh.
believe it or not, it's some dudes out here like that. Like you can run a train on a girl. Oh, he done double back. He taking her out. He feeding her grapes.
They got
He in
somebody
there pillow talking. Like we just hit a fuck.
Look, bro, I'm gonna tell you something, Dree. I'm gonna tell you
Hey,
something.
what's wrong?
Bro.
What's wrong with Tinder dicking?
No, hey.
Right.
Hey,
where they at?
Hey, LaShawn. Nothing wrong with Tinder dicking, LaShawn. If that's
And
what
then
you
niggas
like.
just do up there taking notes. Like, let me say, where can I find one of these niggas at?
LaShawn will say that though. I could expect that from LaShawn.
Just like, where do I need to get my map out? Like, they're stay in a state. Like,
Maybe she was worth
Yeah,
Tinder
got a
dicking for.
GPS tracker.
Right.
I'm hollering.
I find them on maps. Like,
So chaotic. Are you telling me your wife, you wasn't Tinder dicking with your wife, bro? Is that what you saying?
What happened?
Oh
I said, you telling me you wasn't Tinder dicking with your wife?
I'm not a jealous husband though. You dig?
It got to be jealous
See,
too.
we're gonna have to definitely do a part 2. We're gonna have to, after Ron gets married, we're gonna have to have Mrs. Ron Swag up on the panel up here.
Yeah,
And we're gonna have Mrs. Chaotic up here on the panel. And we're gonna get the real deal. We're gonna get the real truth. We're gonna break this shit down. Cause y'all up here talking, y'all up here, feeling yourselves, talking your shit and
Yeah, Miss
shit,
Swag in the background saying, this nigga talking about he
Right. We
wasn't
need
Tinder
Miss
dicking.
Swag in the background. We need to get the second half of the story, see what's really going on, as well as Mrs. Chaotic.
I'm gonna keep it real. Hey, Miss Erica, if my wife would be into all this, my wife would come up here and tell you what's real with me, you heard? I keep it G, man.
You
I
wasn't no
only know
Tinder
one
dicking,
way
you
how to
know,
be.
chaotic.
I
Hey,
only know
chaotic.
one
Hey,
way how to
chaotic.
be.
Let
Huh?
Hey, chaotic. Let your wife know next. When we have a live and you pull up, she's more than welcome. That's what we're looking for. We looking
She ain't
for
coming up
that
here, bruh.
realness.
Nah,
This is
my
what our
wife
show
not
is
gonna come
about.
up
She ain't
here.
coming up here, bruh.
Yeah.
My wife not gonna come up here. She don't deal with none of it. She don't do no YouTube stuff. This is what I do. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But at the
My
end of the
husband the
day, if I
same way.
ask her to speak
Yeah.
on something, she not gonna get on camera or nothing like that. If I ask her to speak on something, she gonna tell it 100 what it is, man.
Yep.
I got you.
That's
That's
understandable.
what's up.
Completely
We
I
respect
just
understandable.
that.
I
That's
just
what's
think
up.
that term is so funny. I just think it's funny.
It is a
Like
funny.
And LaShawn, nothing wrong with your man being tender dicked about you. You just know that a murder case come with that if you fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That's what tender niggas.
Is that a
You
murder
know what I'm
case?
he said
You said a
You say you gonna
what a
mess around, be
murder
found
case.
floating somewhere.
saying? Yes.
you so loud.
American unsolved mysteries. You heard?
About to put
First
that out.
48.
Well, actually,
Uh-oh.
it's a girl that I listened to. That happened to her where she was trying to get with both guys at the same time, and the guy she pulled up with the
Usher
boyfriend
sing girl
with the
sound
and the side
right
piece was
there.
in the driveway, and she
Right.
said she got so scared he chased her. He chased her around town, and she had to call the police on him.
But
Yep.
see, the whole
He
Tender
thing
Dickie.
literally
is that,
chased her
what
around
you're talking
town.
about, LaShawn, is what I can definitely see that happen. But what Zoo is talking about is the scenario where you are being very upfront. You're being very open, meaning like you're
No,
telling that
I'm saying
gentleman or
when
that guy.
chaotic was talking about when chaotic was talking about Tinder dicking and you would catch yourself floating, you know what I'm saying, playing with people's feelings and stuff like that,
Yeah,
you
no,
Yeah, no.
I
you
hear you.
can't
But what
play
I was
with
saying is
people. I
like
understand
how
that point.
IBA was talking about going to the mall and going to the next day and then happening to see that female with
Oh
another
yeah,
man,
I
even though you
mean,
were just with that female that night before. Um,
if y'all
we were
wasn't
talking,
serious,
like
then you know what I'm saying. It ain't. Yeah, I understand that. I'm just talking about the Tinder dicking part. It's like
Like you
dude
just
is
like saying
serious,
that
but you
word.
ain't serious.
Tender
Right. She
dicking.
just like saying that word. She just
No, you
like
just
saying
right.
that
Yeah, tender
word.
dicking, bro.
Tinder dick,
Right.
Tinder dick.
Hey, look, I can be one
LaShawn, bro. Leave it, bro. Hey,
Hey
it's
man,
wild out
That
there.
shit is funny.
But
That
he
shit
I
is
can
taking
be one
funny.
thing.
stuff serious,
Exactly.
bro.
Uh,
When we come
Steph,
up here and we
okay, so Steph, ask the next question because we got a lot of questions right there.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, we probably not gonna get to all these
Yeah,
questions
we can get
tonight.
to
Some of them we're gonna have to do. Yeah, might have to do a part two. So speaking
Do the
on,
guys up here have any questions? See if the guys have any questions.
I don't have a question. I just got one
If
thing.
any of y'all guys have any questions.
Y'all can hear me?
Nah, I
what
just
you
want.
gonna say, Ron?
I just got one thing to say. When we come up here and we tell our truth to how we feel as a man, and this is not every man. This everybody individual up here. Like people, Miss Erica, you can't be flipping out on us when we tell our truth how we feel about a certain situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I
Oh yeah.
respect the truth. I
Yeah,
respect
we
the
definitely.
I respect that. I respect that, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
Me, IBA, all us, chaotic. All us, we goat, all us, we different men. Like everybody got their own preference. Everybody got the
Yeah.
move how they move and all that type of stuff. But I only can speak for how I look at certain situations and everything. Like when Z was talking about women being more sexual and all that type of stuff. Me personally, I don't want a female. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but me as a man, just me. I don't want nobody that was
Yeah.
promiscuous. I tried it before the shit didn't work out. You hear me? Like New Orleans is a small
Uh,
city. A lot of people
I hear
got it.
you.
The shit wasn't working out how I wanted it to work out. I thought I could tune out the noise, but sometimes when mad they come, that shit creep back up on you. So I can't fuck with me personally.
Oh,
Man,
Like, we
definitely.
understand.
No,
We understand.
I agree with
I'm
you.
all for
I
people
feel you
having
on
their
that. I
own
agree with you.
it's
preferences.
like Appaloosas, man. Appaloosa is a small place, bro. You know what I'm saying? In Louisiana, bro. Everybody know everybody. And
Everybody
most
know. Word get around fast.
homeboy, Your
Like,
homeboy probably
like
you
the shit
know.
be cool. It'd be cool when you chilling and all that, but when mad day come, that creeper, that devil get up on your shoulders sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I respect that.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that stupid ass nigga like
Yeah.
what's the name of that movie with Morris Chestnut, that nigga at the altar crying thinking about your
Best
boyfriend.
man.
Man.
Nigga, visualize nigga fucking his wife and shit like that. Like you don't want to be like that. Like if you got
Nah.
nah. You man, keep that shit to yourself, man. Fuck all that. I don't even want to know. If you done got too
I
far,
understand what you're saying, Ron.
I don't want to know
But
it.
Absolutely.
at the end of the day, though, Ryan, what if she want to confess that to you and let you know everything she done, bro? You know what I'm saying? In order for her to be 100.
Spell me, fuck all that. Hey,
But what if you find out? What if you find out?
Hey, Ron, you know what Catholics you do that confession. That's what I'm saying. Like you about to get married. Have y'all went through confession and all that kind of shit?
Nah, fuck all that. I don't want to know. Like I'm around that. Hey, don't fuck up a good thing.
Hey, I agree with you though. I agree with you.
I don't want to know.
He said, if I ain't asked, don't tell.
Ron said, I'm like, take that shit to your grave. I don't want to know about it.
Yo, me.
Yeah.
I hear you all the way, but at the end of the day, dog, if y'all get some time in, G, and that shit happen to come out down the line somewhere,
Hey, I deal with that shit when it gets you, but like if you won't find some shit out, you can always go dig in the dirt. You don't even have to go, like you say, Appaloosa is a small town. If you want to know something about your girl, you probably can go ask around. I could go ask around about my girl. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
Yeah, chaotic. You married right now?
Yeah, I'm married.
Okay, so our brother Ron is getting married. What is it, Ron? This weekend?
Yeah, Saturday.
Ron, is your
I
wedding
think he
this
said
weekend?
Saturday.
He said Saturday.
Okay, so what kind of advice would you give our brother Ron?
Man, Ron, being married, bro, just know that, bro, you got to thank for both of y'all, bro, when it comes to that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, bro, y'all trying to build something together. So, at the end, just keep it real with your lady, bro. She gonna keep it 100 back with you, bro. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
Sir.
Be honest in your
Yeah.
honesty.
Damn.
Honesty and trust. Those are the two big things in marriage is trust.
Facts.
And you gotta want that shit too. You gotta want that shit because
Yeah.
it ain't for the weak.
Always remember though, bro, ain't no relationship gonna be perfect. There's no
Oh, I
such
know that.
perfect relationships, G.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all
man.
gonna disagree on some shit, bro. You just gotta be strong enough to make sure that y'all love can outlast anything that's going on, bro. Real tough.
The communication is what
Yeah.
kills it a lot of times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, don't get me wrong, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
being married is
Communication in the Lord.
being married is bro, and I tell my woman that too, bro. Like, I'm a man, bro. I'm gonna look at females, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna engage with nothing wrong with that.
Heartbreak, Riot, Match Snickers.
He
Yeah,
said,
exactly.
Chaotic
Facts,
said
man.
Chaotic said he ain't gonna put that peyote on nobody, you know.
When you put that peyote
Chaotic, there ain't nothing wrong with looking.
So what was your question or comment, Zil?
Mine.
Yeah.
Hard to answer that. I was saying, what if something that happened to the girl in the past, like, and you find out later after you're married that she messed with one of the homies? Would you be mad? He said he'll think about that later. He answered it already.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
What did he say? Wait, I didn't hear this. So how did he answer?
We'll look at that later as it comes, but he don't want to know.
Yeah.
Oh, he don't want to
he don't wanna
know.
know.
Okay, if she messes with the homies, he don't want to know about it. Okay,
I'm
gotcha.
not gonna even cap. Like I can't take that. Like the homie, I can't take that. That's a big L right there. I can't even cap off that type of shit. I don't even know how I would answer that shit. Like, overreact to that.
Ron swag is straight up and down, bro.
Can
Keep
I
in
ask
mind,
how the ladies would respond to that?
Damn.
hey, that shit, hey,
Bruh.
that ain't.
What about you, chaotic? What's your answer to that? If she
I
messed with the homie, how you feel about it?
praying on her
How I
before.
feel about it, if she mess with my homie, I'm not gonna make her my old lady.
Yeah, but you didn't know
Nah,
about
but
it. This
she already your old
happened.
lady.
Yeah, you already
She
knew.
already your
No,
old lady.
She already.
chaotic. She already your old lady. This happened before you knew her.
Yeah, and y'all already married.
I must have done something to her if she decided to marry me, huh? I must have done something he ain't do.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying, Ron. That's what you should be feeling.
I don't know that shit different.
He
Like,
got his own feelings. I understand that. You know, some people just can't deal with some things.
hey, if like I'm not gonna even lie. Like, nigga, chaotic. He entitled to his own opinion, but this me personally. If it's somebody that I fuck with and I'm cool with them, and I'm still cool with them to this day, oh man, all type of shit gonna creep up in my mind.
Yeah, I did.
I could dig that.
Yeah, I
When
got
he
it.
when he
She
come
put it like
over
I
for
could dig
dinner
that
and stuff
for
like
real.
that.
Especially if it's like a
When
tight
he come out for dinner.
Okay, but Ron, hold up, Ron. What if that other guy was a total asshole? Like, meaning, like, he didn't do shit. You know what I mean? But she had sex with him because she was horny.
I mean, Erica, I still think like what he's saying is what it does. I don't think that matters. Like for me, like
it's not
what
going to
he's saying
change.
is if she smashed the homie, he's not getting with it. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't matter what he did to her. It's the simple fact that action happened, and I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
So we just have to respect that. But yeah,
I think
we need to move on to the next
I
question.
think if it ever came up while he was. I think if it ever came up while they was married, he's saying it's going to be a problem.
Miss
So he rather,
I think
you know.
I think you also have to factor in how much time you already had invested. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say if 5+ years done went by. You know what I'm saying? And you just now finding out. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's a whole another can of worms. You know?
Obviously, that's a cheating situation. If 5+ years went by and
Yeah.
she done fucked the homie in between, that's a cheating situation. That ain't no like.
No, I think he's just
I've
saying
been with the homie before you.
No, he said in 5 years she didn't tell you, so it happened before that 5 years.
Right.
That's a different. That's a completely different topic too. All right, but let's move on because we've only got like right now we've only been to like 2 questions. So I know LaShawn Terry, like you had asked, like fellas, do you guys have any questions that like kind of go with the questions that we've already talked about?
Nah, we could carry forward.
All right, cool. So since we are talking about like, goodness, first of all, we went way off topic about talking about pressure, putting pressure on people. I'm like, what the heck? I'm trying to look at my notes. So I guess we could, since Montserrat is getting married this weekend, we'll go ahead and talk about rings. Like, I guess like the good and the bad of guys wearing rings. I know us ladies had this conversation the other day, and we were kind of talking about, we all had our different opinions about whether like if we got married or when we get married, like, and LaShawn Sarah, you can talk about this because you are married on the with us, the females. Like, would you guys want your husband?
Let me cut you short.
to wear a ring?
It's like, very important.
Not only, and also we were talking about not only husband but fiance.
One at a time.
Erica, yeah.
Yes.
So LaShawn Terry, like, so does your husband wear a ring?
Yes, he does, and it's very important because you're letting the world know that you are a married man. You're not taking, although my husband lost his ring because he does take it off at night and when he goes to work out. But he knows that's important to me.
Okay.
I don't walk out without my ring like I'm, a free woman. And you got the rings to symbolize your love and your marriage. But also, I think it's also to let people know, hey, I'm off the market. Even though some people don't care about that, but
I was just about to say that.
That's that's what it symbolized for
Backward.
me. So it's very
Backward.
important
And,
for my husband to, wear his ring, and he knows that, and he has no problem with it.
So follow-up question for that, for you, LaShawn. What has your I don't know if it's a conversation you've had with your husband or if you've seen it. But like where it said like rings do attract women. Like has your husband seen anything since you guys have been married? Like like even shortly after you guys got married that like more females were trying to talk to him even after him wearing the ring.
No, I don't think so. Not in my opinion. No, because when my husband proposed to me and we got married, he vowed his love for me. So yeah, he's a man. He may say this woman is attractive or whatever. That doesn't even like cross his mind. Also, too, he vowed to God to what I'm saying, love his wife and honor his wife like Christ loved the church. So I don't have to worry about those things. When it comes to my husband and his love for me, even though we've been married. I think it's 21 years. We've been together for over 30 years.
Okay.
We were high school sweethearts, so yeah.
And then Chaotic, since you are another married member on of the panel, is that something that you guys have had that discussion? Like, do you wear a ring, and is it like important to your wife?
Yes, it is. And
Very.
I do wear my ring. I had an incident where I took a shower at a sneaker con. I took my ring to take a shower.
That's your story.
Okay.
You stick it to
and
it.
what happened?
End up taking a picture, and my wife seen that my ring wasn't on my finger. Oh, bro, look.
I was there. I remember that.
All hell broke loose. You heard me?
Wow.
Was that a discussion that
He
you
said,
guys?
she said, you out there trying to see if you still got it.
It was drama in the house for about a good week and a half, 2 weeks. Yeah.
Damn. Wow.
And was that like follow-up question? Was that a discussion that you guys had like prior to getting married?
Yeah. The ring is a symbol of I'm taking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now let me ask a follow-up question. Chaotic, now, you're my brother. Now, let me ask you this. Now, when you started wearing that wedding ring, did you see an increase in interest from other women, or was it the same as normal?
In my typical situation, it was the same. Yeah, like the same, and because man, bro, listen, I do a lot of. Can y'all hear me?
We lost him. Now we hear you.
You went in and out.
Yeah, we hear you.
I do a lot of things to keep myself unattractive to women now that I'm married, bro. Like I used to be the type of cat that, my braids always stayed fresh. I always kept a clean shave. My clothes stayed stars down. I was just a clean cat. You feel what I'm saying? But now, since I'm married, bro, I don't care about none of that shit no more. You know what I mean?
So
No, I feel you. But what I'm saying is that now that
But
you actually
you
have
don't have
a
to
ring
do
on your
that.
finger, do you feel like there's more attraction to you because you have that ring?
A lot of women do shoot they shot at me because I got a ring on my finger. Yes, they do.
Facts. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ron,
But that don't mean that you don't have to keep yourself unattractive, brother.
Right? Yeah, you definitely need to keep up for the
listen,
wife.
listen, when you get with that one person, bro, as long as that one person that you with love who you are and whatnot, bro, you ain't got to worry about your appearance with no other female or what they
yeah,
think.
that's true.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She
but
know
you
what
still
she know
could be
what she
keeping
know what I'm
yourself up
capable of.
1,000 for that one female.
She know what I'm capable of if I get cleaned up. You understand what I'm saying? She know how I look.
Yeah.
And so I ain't got to prove that to nobody else no more.
If it don't bother her, it don't bother you.
Exactly. You feel me? So
Exactly. We feel you. We feel you, family.
What you about to say?
Yeah, we got you.
No, I was gonna ask Ron like if that's a topic of discussion that him and his fiance have had about wearing a ring, and like I know with messing with the baby.
Oh, look at the baby.
Right.
Oh, look at the cutie.
Ryan already wears a
hey, bro, look. I'm
That's what I was. Yeah.
I'm gonna jump off here, you heard, because she blowing me up right now.
Okay. Well, thank you for
All right,
coming.
bro.
Already, bro, man. Let's keep
Salute, bro.
Thank you for pulling up, chaotic. All right, family.
Man, y'all know what it is, man. All love, you heard?
Thank you.
Ryan,
I love
congratulations,
family.
bro. Salute.
That's what's up, chaotic. Salute, fam.
Salute.
What was the question?
So is it like so? Because I thought you guys were already married. Because I have noticed like you have a ring on your finger. Is that a discussion that you guys have had before, like prior to you getting married?
Who is you talking like that in front of? Who is that?
Hold on, y'all.
Okay.
Oh, look at cutie.
We're just gonna go ahead and mute him real fast.
Oh.
Okay, he back.
He about to go upside his head before the wedding.
Right.
Right? No, LaShawn. LaShawn. He been on his ass all day. All fucking day. We were on the live this morning. She been on his ass all fucking day.
What was the question?
He about to go upside his head before the wedding.
So the question is, you wearing your ring, is that a discussion that you and your fiance have had, and like talking about the importance of it?
Well, I am married already. I got married last year in November, but the wedding it wasn't on.
Okay.
Our brother is back.
Gotcha. Yeah, he said he got. So you said you guys got married last November?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just having like the ceremony now.
Yeah, like because of COVID.
Gotcha.
Like this ring, I don't wear my because I work construction. So I do. Used to fuss at me about. I had ordered these rubber silicone rings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the rubber ring.
So I always do that. I mean, to me, I'm not big on jewelry or whatever. But I understand with the ring stand and all that type. Like, do a lot of things. Like people gonna do whatever. I expect, because that's what you want to do, and that's what I want.
Right.
Like I don't like I get the same attention that you've been getting. Like I know who I am. I know what's going on. So ain't nothing really changed for me. But do have out here that they have out that like messing with me that have something to lose? Yes, they do. But I don't engage in all that type of stuff.
Gotcha. Yep, that was the questions. And for the fellas that are not,
you're basically saying, Ron, that you do gain some semblance of additional or added attention because you have the ring, but you don't engage in it.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because I don't engage in conversations to see because like I'm not gonna sit up here and make it seem like I'm somebody special or something, but I did get a certain amount of attention from women. Like feel like women like so like I always did like, and like this day and age how aggressive women is, like like you don't have to chase a woman nowadays. They let you know they want. Like I get the same amount of attention. I feel like I don't know if it's because of me wearing a ring or me not. I wouldn't be able to tell because I gave a conversation to tell.
No, what we're trying to distinguish is, Ron, is before you actually became engaged, before you actually had a ring on that ring finger, do you decipher a difference between when your hand was did not have a ring on it versus when it does have a ring on it?
I just said I wouldn't be able to tell the difference if I'm getting the same amount of attention that I wouldn't be able to tell their intentions was. So I guess no.
Gotcha. So basically, you're saying that the attention has been the same, regardless.
It becomes the same.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, when it comes to the ring, it just goes back to what LaShawn was saying. At the end of the day, the ring is just a symbol. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's about the respect and the trust. You feel me?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, there's plenty of people out here that got rings on and they don't mean a thing.
Not a
They
damn
still gonna
thing.
So
people gonna
are
do what
you
they want to
saying
do.
that you would
As long as it
approach
means
a woman
something
that
to
has a
you,
ring
though.
on her finger?
You said what's that?
You would actually actively approach a woman that has a ring on her finger, right?
Would I do it? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Okay,
Why would
that's
you?
all we're trying to get
Yeah.
to. That's the point we're trying to make is that
Why
people
would
that have a ring on their finger is not a discouragement for people who are single actively looking for a significant other from pursuing.
It doesn't even have to be single because there's married people that two married people that mess around with each other and know what they doing and know they got somebody at home.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said,
Make people
it all stems down to what LaShawn said. I mean, you just gotta have the trust and the respect and relationship, and it's not always that way. I mean, it's that's not the way it's supposed to be, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? It's just
So
a reality.
so
And then you
you're
got to
Hmm.
essentially saying so IBA, are you essentially saying in 2021 that a ring or any kind of symbolism on your finger means nothing?
Really
It
don't.
it means it means what you want it to mean at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because the finger is not going to change. You know how you feel in your heart and how you move and how you handle business. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you want to step out and do what you gonna do what you do. You know what I'm saying? And people move in the dark all the time.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It just
Okay.
goes back to saying these days people don't know the institution of marriage, nor do they respect it. And
Right.
for some, it's just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Exactly. Cause marriage don't hit the way it used to be back in the day. Marriage nowadays is different than it was 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Like the meaning of marriage, getting married. People get married on whims nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, a couple months later, they divorced already. You know what I mean? So I
Believe me,
mean,
I
Yeah.
understand that whole marriage situation because with drawing up documents and legal documents on a daily basis, I've seen some weird ass shit coming across my board as far as how people are taking title and basing like their actual identification. Like it's interesting as far as like how people are being identified, especially with everything being like now generations is not gentrification like being like verification. Like you don't have to verify if you're a male or a female. You know what I mean? If you're transgender. So there's a lot of things going on as far as the legal world. So I definitely hear what you're saying.
I think too, a lot of women just like to say I'm married, like the idea of being married. But when the honeymoon is over and the real work starts, it's like, oh shit, I didn't know it was gonna be like this. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put in the work, to really be married.
Full-time job.
I agree.
Sure
and
is.
and,
So we
and
talk.
being
You gotta
married
give. You gotta give and take. You gotta give and take. Marriage is a give and take.
and everybody's
And
marriage
some
is different.
people,
I mean, hell, you got some
yeah, don't want to
marriages where
give and take.
you got some marriages where you got open relationships in marriages. You
And
know,
they great. And they dope.
You're happy. If
Oh
people are
hell
just happy,
no.
Yeah.
you. It all
Yeah.
depends on the people. It all
Well, that's
No,
why I
I
said,
mean, if
negative.
that's
I'm
what
not
you're
down
looking
with
for.
that kind of
yeah,
bullshit.
you don't have to agree. You don't have to agree, but it's the world that we live
It's
in.
different
It's the
types of
society that we
marriage.
live
Like
in. It's a
everything,
thing.
right? Everything is not so
Yeah.
traditional. Some people
Everything's
are
not for everybody.
traditional, and people, as long as the two people are happy
Mm-mm.
with doing whatever they're doing in their union, it should be up to them. Everything
Right.
is not so
Facts.
traditional and conventional. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean,
you know,
No, I know they exist, but I'm saying that for
I
me,
agree.
like that wouldn't be a predicament that I would be involved in an open relationship. Like, hell no.
because I mean, I don't think we're steering away from the old traditional marriages where you had some grandparents and stuff that would been married for 40, 50, 60 years and they hate each other and they sleeping in separate bedrooms. I think the term marriage today is kind of like
Mm-hmm.
different as far as like on the terms of what we know as marriage today.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
I
back in the
agree with you.
Because that's
I
what
agree
they
with you
did.
on
You
that.
stayed in the marriage for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And you paid the bills. You know, that's how our grandparents did it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff. You didn't leave your marriage. Y'all both did what you want, but y'all came together to take care of the kids in the house.
Yeah, it was like you're the shame of the family if you get divorced.
Yeah.
but
I've witnessed that.
Yeah.
I've witnessed that. Yep.
like if the two people just in it for the kids, but they're really not happy, that's kind of toxic for the kids. It's like
Yeah.
It's definitely not. Yeah.
like sleeping in separate rooms. They're not really engaging with each other. It's not
Mm-hmm.
loving, but we just here for the kids. Like I've seen it,
Mm-hmm.
so it's
Hmm.
not happy. It's not.
Hence,
And it's where both of
hence
them's going out and
when I
they.
joke to y'all, hence when I joke to y'all about my Uncle John Henry, but him and my aunt was like that. It's like you go do what you want, I go do what I want. Don't disrespect each other, and we come back and pay these bills and take care of these kids.
Right. And what you do, stay in the street and don't come back to this house.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 It's
That's
like
But
basically what it was.
But LaShawn and IBA, are you saying that those people are actually having other relationships outside of the marriage?
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course. Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
They
golden
sure
rules
was
are
out there in them streets.
don't bring nothing back to me or this household.
Exactly.
Okay, but
No
what if
disrespect.
somebody gets
You know,
pregnant by somebody else?
Then you violated the code.
leave that hoe right where it's at.
They're not really.
Don't bring it back
No,
here.
okay, but LaShawn, say if you're the female and the man
Well, you know
has
what? You knew that man was
co-signed you
married,
going out and
so
fucking around.
that's the thing that you did. I'm not accepting no nigga no other woman baby when you knew that man was married before you messed around with him.
This sounds like some Kirk
It
Frost.
ain't like
yeah.
when you go back to our grandparents' days, those was the ones that was creeping around the corner with each other husband.
Hey, I know about that. My
And they knew it.
dad has listen, my dad has multiple children. I have actually half sisters and brothers that I have never in my life ever met. Okay, my papa was a rolling stone. But yet I do have those one or two half brothers and sisters that I do know. And I recognize them. But yet and still those people that I don't know, like, nah. I
Miss
still
Erica,
love my dad. I still love my dad and I still respect him. But from a female now being of an age to understand what was going on, how can you kind of respect that kind of shit? Like, that's some fucked up shit.
Miss Erica, one thing that you did say,
That's what happened.
brother and half sisters, actually, if your daddy was the one producing the kids, that's really your real. The mother is the half. The father carry the bloodline, so that's your real brothers and sisters, and the ones by your mama if they different parents, that's halves.
Yeah.
As a lot of people don't know that though. So that's your real
No,
brothers.
I agree with
I
you.
didn't know that
What I'm
either,
trying to say,
Ron. I
what
didn't
I'm
know
trying to
that.
say is that my dad had a bunch of illegitimate children out there. It's out there. It's facts, okay. And out of those, a bunch of illegitimate legitimate children out there. I only know two of them. Two of them. Two of them I claim as my half brother, half sisters. I claim as my family.
That's the same.
But I know for a fact there's probably about 2 or 3 or 4 or more. I don't have no idea out there in the world. I don't know those people. I never met them. And what I'm saying, that's some fucked up shit. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, when I talk to my dad and when I'm seeing my dad and when I'm in face to face with my dad, no, I don't bring that shit up. No, I love my dad like regular, like normal. But it's still, as a female, being on the other side, that I'm saying that's some fucked up shit. That's all I'm saying.
Let me tell you something. I grew up in the projects in Long Island. We had, like I said, we in my grandparents' days, they did that type of mess. We had people that were brothers or sisters or whatever, and both of the women lived in the same damn building, or
Wow.
two of the women lived in the same damn building, because that's what they was doing. They was creeping around with the husband creeping around, the
Yeah.
woman creeping around with other people's husbands, and that's what they did in them days. That's why you see in our grandparents days, you'll say, oh, this your sister, or you'll see another woman's child coming over, because she know that her husband done stepped out, but she chose to stay with him,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
and that's just what it is. And how they rolled. My mother said, my mother's generation, they knew who their baby's daddies was. It was my grandmother's generation that was running the street.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's where the term like, oh, use the, like, what was it, like the milkman's husband or his kid,
Right.
the mom had stepped out of
Mailman.
her relationship, but they were
Now,
still married. So the
Steph, now that you said that, I'm be like thinking Jay still got a bunch of kids running around because he'd be like the milkman. I'd be
yeah,
like, man, Jay
that's
got
where
a bunch of kids running around.
but that's where those terms came
The
from,
milk.
because the husband was working, or he was
Mhm.
over at his other family's house for that week saying he was out of town, and the wife was at home with her kids, and she slept with the milkman, the
milkman, the mailman, right?
the mailman, or whatever. But then when the husband came home, that kid was his. Like, oh, I was pregnant. I didn't know. Like, the mom knew. I mean, but yeah, like that generation, like my grandparents' generation, like there are
Yeah.
so many different. They had so many different families. Like, I can take it back to like
Mhm.
my dad. My dad, he was he has a stepfather who, that's where my last name came from, and that's where he got his last name from. But we found out just recently, like, he knew all along, like, that his dad, that like I consider my grandfather, wasn't his actual biological father, but he didn't actually know who his dad was, because his dad was married and was like almost
Stepping out.
35, and my grandmother was like 18 when she got pregnant.
Wow, yeah.
So they didn't know each other, and like, so we're just now finding like family members on my dad's side of the family from his dad that like we're related to because of the different last name, and like his family didn't know about him, like his dad's side of his family didn't know about him, and my dad is like 67 now. So he's just now finding we're
Wow.
just now finding like aunts and uncles and stuff like that. But I mean, and he just now is finding that out. Like, so it wasn't like he didn't know like his father was married to somebody else. Like, that's not a conversation that his mother had with him. It was just,
Uh-huh.
I got pregnant, your dad left. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I got pregnant and I knew your dad was married. Now, I can't speak for my grandmother because I'm not her. I don't know if she knew that he was married or not. I just know that they met when she was going to college and he was a professor there. So that's just stuff that
Mhm.
we talk about. I mean, that happens. It's I feel like then
Yeah.
it happened. It was common. It just there wasn't social media around. So
Right.
It was more
Right.
like
And,
people didn't know about it.
honestly, Steph, I feel like that kind of shit happens a lot with men. Like that shit doesn't happen with women. Like with women, you get pregnant, meaning like you actually physically birth a child. So you go through a whole scenario of more than 8 to 9 months experience. Like there's a whole occurrence happening there. With a man, it's just like a fly by night type of situation, to where it's interesting because even like with my dad, when I was mentioning to you about him having other children and stuff like that, it becomes a situation where like it's really the men who are sowing their seeds. You know what I mean?
We're not gonna do
And
that. The reason I say that.
no, honestly,
This is
it
our
becomes a
channel.
situation
You can
where
tell us what we can't talk about.
it becomes a situation where a man is sowing his seed, and because like with myself, I only know a certain amount of my half brothers and sisters, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other amount that I know for a fact, because I've known through being told through family that exist and that are out there, I've never known them. I've never met them. I don't know their names. They don't know. They may have known my name. I have no idea, but I'm not checking for them. And so that becomes a situation where that's more of a man situation, because with females, that's not the scenario. A female doesn't be dropping babies after babies after babies and not knowing what the fuck is going down with them.
I mean, but some you can't say that because you can't say that. I mean,
That's what I was about to say.
I will have
Go
to
ahead.
I'll have to respectfully disagree because I know a couple, not personally, but I know I've worked with some females that were just like, I don't know who my baby dad is. So it's the same thing.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
So, but I mean, what you're saying, I mean, that could be the same thing. But if she's stepping out of her marriage or her relationship and getting pregnant and coming back and just telling the guy like, oh, this is your child, and that guy's trusting her enough, it's still gonna be the same thing. It's happened. That's why DNA tests.
Well, see, look, I was gonna say this. First of all, it takes two to tango, and another one is that basically what I'm gonna say. With that being said, there's females out here that be trying to keep a nigga babies too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't put that on men. So that's where when she said it's the men, no, it go both ways.
Go both ways.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all. That's what I was trying to say. That we not going. That's when I say we ain't gonna do that. It's like we not just gonna pin that on men, because you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of females out here that I wonder why they keep the babies and this and that. Some people just don't believe in abortions, which we get it. But at the end of the day, you're just as responsible. You know what I'm saying? It ain't one sided.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. I mean, I got a story for y'all because this happened to me. It's a girl that I grew up with um in Long Island, and we started talking more. We was on Facebook playing games. One day she came out and said to me, I think your father is my father. And I said, what the hell? Huh? And so she was saying her grandmother tried to give her some information, like hint to her, before she passed away, but never, it was always like a secret. So I called my aunt and I said, I don't know what the hell is going on. But she's saying that my father is her father, and we found out a little bit of stuff with her mother. Her mother was like the town hoe, basically.
So
And
was she your
she
half
named the
sister?
baby. She just listen. She ended up naming her. I was a year older than her. She ended up naming her after my grandmother. And my grandmother and her grandmother was best friends. After
Okay.
she was born, my grandmother said that ain't none of my grandchild and take my name off that baby birth
What?
certificate. So they ended up not being friends anymore. So fast forward, I called
Okay.
my aunt, I called my mother, and I'm finding out what's going on. And my aunt says she was a hoe. My father calls me talking about what the hell is going on. I said, bro, I don't know. But that's what I
Right.
was told. They did a DNA test. The test was kind of close, but it showed he wasn't the father. So this is what we
Oh,
think
okay.
happened, why it was such a secret. Because she was the town hoe, we believe my grandmother's brother, which is my uncle, she
Right.
was just a young 17, 18-year-old girl. My uncle was a hoe. She screwed my uncle, and they didn't want that to come out because she was just a young girl and he was much older man.
Right.
But she
Right.
looks just like my aunt. My father's oldest sister looks just like her. And we
Okay, but
and even her
you guys had the
grandmother changed the
DNA test.
name. Listen. Her grandmother changed the name to Tanika, and my name is Tamika for some that may not know. Her
Right.
grandmother named her Tanika.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
So
but Sean, sis, was it proven that she is the child of your uncle?
No, because he's dead. The only thing that we can do is kind of like all of us like take, certain people in the family like take like a DNA test to see if she's somewhere in the family line. But
Mm-hmm.
he's dead. My back then when it was done, my grandmother was like, bullshit, get that baby out of here. And that was it.
Yeah, they definitely. I mean, there's
you
definitely
know.
ways that they could test that now because they could do like familiar DNA,
Yeah,
where
they
like it
do.
would
It
be
was
like
Yeah, they
you
definitely
know
do
some
that
because
because
mom,
she
and
I've
they
had
could
it.
do it with
because
a sibling if
Yeah,
you
because
I've
have
had
she
the
she
DNA test.
said that she wanted to find out. She said that the man who her mother said was her father, she looks nothing like them people. On my great grandfather, he has green eyes. I know all of us was my great grandfather, his mother was white. So some of us were born with blue eyes, like myself, my aunt. Um, I don't know if she was born with blue eyes, but she got green eyes just like my great grandfather.
Gotcha.
Um, she looks exactly like my aunt, like a splitting image of her.
Uh-huh.
Um, and she said to me, she said, I want to know who my family is so I won't be dating my brother.
Fast.
Right.
That's
But
fat.
my father don't have any other kids. I'm my father's only child, as far as we know right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Facts. I mean, that happens.
but she's definitely in the family. She's definitely
Yeah,
in the family. We just don't know with who.
That's
yeah.
tragic. That's
But we think
terrible.
it's my uncle. It was my
Right.
grandmother's brother.
Your grandmother. Yeah,
Huh? That's who we think it
IBA's
was,
all
and
that.
that's why
That's
it was such a
tragic.
secret.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we're
Because
gonna
her
wrap this.
grandmother took it to her grave,
Yeah,
As she
you
should
know.
have.
Hey, the
yeah.
whole at night,
She
y'all.
she did. She took it to her grave.
As she should have, but yeah. Um, so we're actually gonna wrap this up. We're gonna have to probably do a part two because some of the questions that I asked today, kind of went with each other, and then we have some other questions
Right.
that are some other topics. So we will definitely have to get together and figure out when we're gonna answer these next couple of questions because they kind of go more together. So I will go around the room if you guys have anything to say. That way we can wrap it up and get to bed because it's almost midnight here. I know Ms. Zoo gotta go to work. I gotta get up for school with my kids. So we will go ahead. Ron, I will pass it to you right now.
Um, from all the discussions, like I said earlier, sometimes try not to make this a male versus female thing, even though you get a man perspective and y'all females. But when a man answer a certain type of way for just being honest, don't get mad because and every man is not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Just try not to get mad from that man's perspective, how he look at things. Is an open discussion, no
Yeah.
judging. Just try not to let somebody answer overwhelm you from that person's perspective of opinion. But it was a good discussion overall tonight. Enjoyed myself.
Gotcha. Do you want to let people know like where to follow you at if they're not following you, and if you got like any of your other social media?
All right. Yeah, I'm on Instagram. My Instagram is Ryan Swag _ legit.
Alrighty, thank you. All right, beautiful struggle.
What's up? It's your boy. Simping ain't easy. By the way, you can find me on the Beautiful Struggle on IG. If you tender dicking ass people want to send some money, make sure to hit my lady's Cash App and show some love. It's been a pleasure. Definitely want to do this again.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you. IBA, you got something to say, IBA?
Oh yeah, you already know, man. I appreciate the conversation, and just like you said, we start off the conversation with the question: is you know what I'm saying, basically about dating. I just feel like a part of it, really, too, has to do with you know the respect, but with chivalry also. You know what I'm saying? So another
Mhm.
question we could have asked was if chivalry is dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna leave that for another conversation. But
We're
yeah, it's
gonna
your
add
boy
that to the
IPA.
list.
Thank you, IBA.
Yeah, for sure. It's
Mm-hmm.
your boy IBA. You already know your favorite troll. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, there, everywhere. Just Google me. And until the next one, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat and salute for the panel for having me. And until the next one, I'll see y'all.
Thank you.
That's
Hey,
what's up.
IBA,
We
tell them
appreciate you.
about your shirts, bro. Tell them about your
Yeah,
shirts, bro,
exactly.
where they could
Yeah.
get
Oh,
the
yes,
shirts.
sir. Yes, sir.
Tell
I
everybody about
appreciate it.
your merch.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's IB Sneakerhead Apparel. You know what I'm saying? If you need anything from me, just go ahead and hit me up on IG at IB Sneakerhead. I got a few pieces left if anybody need anything. And you can also find me at IBSneakerheadapparel.com.
Yeah, he got them hats for them big headed boys too.
And fresh water and all that shit.
Salute, salute, salutes.
All
We can
right,
hit you up.
Thanks, IBA.
Miss Erica.
No, I just want to say, dope live. I appreciate the feedback from the men that were able to join the panel and get up and speak their truth. You know, both the beautiful struggles, IBA, as well as Dope, and who else we had? No, I think that was it.
That was
Beyonce
it.
was
And
ugly
Ron.
for a hot second,
Oh,
and
yeah, and chaotic came up as well. So I definitely appreciate you guys' feedback. We're gonna continue the dialogue. We're definitely gonna have a part 2, and follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, subscribe, share the video, like, and we look forward to having part 2 of this discussion.
yes, LaShawn Sari.
Y'all can come check me out here on YouTube. I think most of y'all know who I am. You know, I dabble in a little bit of everything: sneakers, jewelry, weight loss, eating right, eating bad, you know, all of that shit. So come check me out.
Yes, Mizzou.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I really like hearing everybody's different perspectives because I have my own different views on things, but we can continue that conversation at a different time. I'm on Instagram, Beatrix_kiddo85, and hopefully we can get more people up on the panel. So thank you. Thank you, everybody in the chat as well.
Okay.
Yeah, real quick, I want to say thank you for everybody that pulled up in the chat. We appreciate you guys. Salute to everybody. And we look forward to having you guys come back for another live. And, you know, it's all love for us.
All right, so you guys can follow me on IG, Steph Honey. Definitely like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. You can also hit that catch up. We definitely greatly appreciate that. Shout out to everyone that did do cash up. I know in the last live, I haven't really paid attention to it today. So if anyone has sent anything, we definitely thank you. Thank you for all the men that showed up. You had Ron, we had Goat, we had IBA, Beyonce, Chaotic Kicks. So salute to them. Thank you for pulling up. And I'll say thanks to everyone that was in the chat also. And yeah, so we will see you guys next time.
Salute.
Peace out.
Salute. Peace out. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Bye.